Hello, hello, everybody, everywhere. Hello. I have decided, well, first of all, welcome to the Blind Press plethora of channels. Well, first of all, welcome to the Blind Press plethora of channels. Well, first of all, welcome to the Blind Press plethora of channels. Hold on. First of all, welcome to the Blind Press. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, I need to mute the stream. What the fuck? Oh, I need to mute the stream. How do I mute? What the fuck? Oh, I need to mute the stream. How do I mute the stream? How do I mute the stream? This is my first time streaming on Kick, so please bear with me. I am completely blind. For anybody who is wondering, I am completely blind. I am completely blind. Anybody who is wondering, I am completely blind. Where is the ability to mute the stream so that I do not hear myself? The ability to mute the stream. This is very weird. Okay. This is very weird. Okay. This is very weird. Okay. Stream preview. Okay. 2 viewers, welcome. Hello. Stream preview. Okay. Hello, people. Please bear with me while I figure out how the fuck this works. Oh my god. Okay, so... Oh my god. How do I fucking mute this shit? Oh my god. How do I fucking mute this shit? This is weird. I can hear the stream preview. I may have to close the stream and just check it every once in a while. I may have to close the stream and just check it every once in a while because this is really weird. Anyway, I am Blind Press. And I am a completely blind content creator. I have been streaming across YouTube and Twitch and TikTok for quite a while. And I have decided that I think it's time to branch out into Kick. Have decided I think it's time to branch out into Kick. There we go. So yeah, I will be trying to pay attention to Kick chat. I'm gonna have to figure out how to mute this stupid thing. But yeah, I'm a totally blind streamer who has decided to branch out into Kick. I do commentary streams where I react to different shit, whether it be political or internet related. I also play video games that are completely accessible, like Mortal Kombat, Diablo, Spittlebuggies, what's up? Over in YouTube land. It's better now. Good. Oh, you just got a Kick account? Yes, so tonight, my debut, I am here. We are going to be covering a whole bunch of shit. The LA riots, Hassan, being a frickin' radicalizing front. We're gonna look at a shoe on head video. We're gonna look at a sovereign citizen video. We've just got all sorts of shit that we're going to. My goal is to go until about 2 a.m. because my husband has to get up really early to drive like 600 kilometers for his work. So my goal is to stream until then so that I go wake him up and then I go to bed. So that's my goal. So let's get everybody over, let's see how many followers I can get on Kick tonight. That would be awesome. Let's see how many subs we can get. All that fun stuff. So yeah, I can't wait. And I've got my new chair and my new desk and it's all set up and I'm just super, super stoked to be back streaming. I do apologize for how croaky I sound though. I'm still getting over a cold / allergies because we've got a whole shit ton of wildfires going on here in Canada. And although we're not close to any of them, the smoke is just drifting over the lakes and coming over here. And even out in the country, it is pretty hazy. So, yeah. There's only monitor light on. Oh, hold on. Oh, we need Aziz light. There we go. Okay. That's better. Thank you for telling me, Spittle. All right. So, what else to tell you guys before we get into everything? Oh, yes. I finally got to go see an orthopedic surgeon. For those of you who are new to my stream, I have been in ridiculous amounts of hip pain for years and years and years and years and years. And we're finally getting somewhere. It looks like the socket of my hip joint is shallower than it should be for somebody who's 36 years old. So I need to go for an MRI to check for any soft tissue damage. If there isn't any, I will be getting an ultrasound targeted hip injection. And if that dulls the pain the doctor said it would be like a couple of days. But if the pain goes away and comes back, then we know for sure it's a hip joint issue. And I get to be a freaking 36-year-old hip replacement recipient. Yay! Which means in another 25 years I get to have another hip replacement. Yay! But at least we know, right? At least we know. Happy I'm helping. Well, I'm happy you're here. Oh my goodness. I should have grabbed some water because now my tea is done and it was cold. Ugh. Cold tea. That's no fun. All right, let's pull Kick open. Pull Kick open. Pull Kick open. Oh, it just pulled up my stream? Oh, that's kind of funny. Pulled up my stream? Oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. What are these numbers? I don't understand. What are these numbers? Where's Tectone to help? I don't understand. What are these Where's Tectone to help? Where's Tectone to help? Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get back to... Let's get back to it. Can I post the Kick link? It is just kick.com/blindpress. Kick.com/blindpress. I'm hoping to at least get freaking... Let's aim for 5 followers on Kick. I just wish that Kick wouldn't playback in the background. So we are gonna start with a fun little video about Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, the Greta Thunberg of his day. That's literally what the video is called. And I think it'll be an interesting little fun way to start our show. So let's do it. Let's take a gander here at our our first video. And let's get back into the swing of things, shall we?
Khan was history's greatest climate activist. According to a study published in 2011, between the 13th and 14th centuries, a huge amount of CO2 was mysteriously removed from Earth's atmosphere.
Really?
And when I say huge, I mean about 700 million tons.
Wow.
Considering our current climate conundrum, news like this should be of great interest to modern scientists seeking to reduce humanity's ever-growing carbon emissions.
Right? Like, how, if in the, from 11th to 13th centuries, frickin' humans who hadn't even figured out how to make a mechanical clock yet, and like, tell time without a sundial, frickin' managed to take 700 million tons of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Yeah, I think we can take some lessons.
But unfortunately, it turns out this period of rapid reduction in atmospheric carbon dioxide 800 years ago wasn't initiated by some previously unknown carbon scrubbing technology that modern scientists might take advantage of. It was caused by Genghis Khan.
How'd he do it? By killing all those people? Less people means less fires. Less fires means less carbon dioxide.
But what was the secret to his carbon-quashing success?
Murder?
Well, he killed people. Lots of people. When
See, that's all we need to do. We just need to kill a bunch of people. That's all.
Genghis Khan's marauding Mongol horde swept across Asia in the 13th century. It was directly responsible for the deaths of an absolutely staggering 40 million people.
Jesus.
That was well over 10% of the global population.
Yeah, that'll do it. You take out freaking 10% of the current global population. Yeah, that'll reduce the freaking carbon footprint a bit. That's for sure. Could you imagine? That's okay. That means there was like about 400 million people on the globe during that time. Okay? That is just over the amount of people in the United States at this current moment. 10% of the world's population today is 800 million people. Could you imagine what that would look like? And still, we would still have 7.2 billion people on the planet. Isn't that crazy? Like, holy, that is mind-boggling.
at the time. All that wanton slaughter left vast swathes of previously deforested land to grow back, which in turn locked away enough carbon to measurably reduce atmospheric CO2 and perhaps even cool the planet in the process.
That makes sense.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
What? Oh, it was a short little video. So that's how you solve the climate change crisis. You kill a bunch of people. That's clearly how you do it. It's you commit wanton genocide. That's it. That's all you do. Oh my god. That's too funny. That is and I knew I called it too. I freaking called it. I wonder if I can get Kick on my phone to... I'll get that on break. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Okay, so we're gonna move around to our next video, which is an Asmongold clip called Fuck Around ... And this is probably gonna be part of the LA riots, I'm pretty sure. And that I have been watching what's been going on with that for the entire weekend, and it's just been insane. And the fact that people like Hassan are literally live streaming themselves taking part in the riots is just insane to me. Like, I don't understand how Twitch is allowing this to happen, but hey, rules for thee, not for me, right? By the way, if you are just joining me on Kick, I am Blind Press. I am a completely blind streamer. I am using my computer via a screen reader, and I am still trying to figure out how Kick works and how its accessibility is. So please bear with me if I miss your chat. I do apologize. I appreciate you. And let's see who just popped through with a follow. Let's catch that so we can see. But yes, I do appreciate anybody over on Kick for giving me a shot and taking a look at my stream. So thank you very much. Now let's check this out.
So this is a guy right here who, for a long time, he was running an account. And is this LA Scanner? Is the account actually gone now? Yeah. Okay. So he deleted his account now. You know, he would post like this right here: confirm federal agent sighting. If you see federal agents in LA, DM us a photo and the location. Let's keep Los Angeles safe. You know.
Wow. That's completely not legal, but carry on.
This guy pretty much made a big mistake because now people found out where he lived and people found out his name and they're doxing him. I recently discovered several posts containing my family's name and home addresses. This is unacceptable and violates our privacy. Talking about federal agents is putting federal agents in danger because they're actively trying to deal with potential criminals, drug dealers. These are the people that are advocates for doxing. The second that they actually get doxed, they delete their account and try to appeal to people's sympathies. He's a convicted stalker. LA Scanner is a convicted stalker.
Oh shit.
So wait a minute. So let me get this straight. The guy who ran an account on stalking ICE agents was actually a stalker. Offense level felony.
I'm shocked. But seriously though, I don't advocate for doxing. I never have. But if you are actively advocating for doxing, and then you yourself get doxed, I am not going to feel any sympathy for you because karma's a bitch. And you fucked around and now you get to find out what it feels like to have your family's lives and information put in danger. And ICE doesn't just fuck around with, like, Joe Blow, who came into the country to get a better life, but did it the wrong way, right? They also deal with, I don't know, cartel people, coyotes, not the dog, the human smuggling kind, freaking dangerous people. And they have to make arrests on dangerous people. And they have to do operations on people that, if these idiots who think they're doing freedom fighting of some kind get in the way, those cartel people are going to kill those ICE agents and their families. And that's not okay. And those ICE agents are citizens of the United States, and they have just as much right to safety of person as anybody. And it's disgusting that these people are all good for doxing because they don't like what ICE is doing. Well, I'm sorry, but if so many people didn't come into the country illegally, there wouldn't be a need for ICE.
Case status: convicted. Stalking found guilty by court. It was a kid? How do we know that it was a kid? Yeah. Oh no. Violations: victim was vulnerable. This is him making a post today. I want to issue a formal apology. I should not have posted the locations of the ICE raids, and I will no longer do so. I've contacted the authorities to take responsibility, and they are currently reviewing my account to determine whether any laws were broken. If it's found that I violated the law, I will fully cooperate and turn myself in. Well, no, you won't. You don't need to turn yourself in, because it already happened. Like, everybody knows that you did it. Those targeting my family, please, I'm begging you to stop. They've done nothing wrong, and they do not deserve to be dragged into this. Well, neither did the ICE agents' families either. But
exactly. You whining little hypocrite. I'm sorry. You made your bed. Now you need to deal with it and lie in it, and just, I'm sorry. You're fucked.
But you had no problem putting them at risk.
No.
The guy that did the LA scanner account, it looks like a federal judge has issued an arrest warrant for the person who ran the account, doxing the ICE agents. Honestly, I feel like it makes it a lot easier for this guy to be put in jail if he already has a history of stalking in the first place. I mean, I mean, how poetic is it that that person who is, like running an account dedicated to stalking the police was actually previously convicted for felony level stalking? And the victim was vulnerable, which means, again, an underage person or a mentally ill person.
Yeah. Exactly. They were either a child or they were mentally ill. And that's not okay. And we need to hold these people to account. And we need to and we need to not give them any sympathy. They don't deserve it. If they're going to fuck around, they need to find out. I'm like, as a parent, like, you have to teach your kids this. Otherwise, you get fucking adults that try to LARP as revolutionaries, and they have no idea how to do it. Okay, you know what? I need to run and grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. I am sorry. Okay, now that I know that my children are asleep, I can shut the door and I don't have to worry about waking anybody up. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I am dealing with allergies and a chest cold, and I have not gotten my voice fully back yet, but I really, really wanted to get back into streaming, so here I am. If you are just joining me here on Kick, welcome. This is my very first Kick stream. I am Blind Press. I am a totally blind streamer. I use my screen reader to navigate my phone and my computer and my PlayStation and everything. And if I do not read your chat, I am sorry. I will try to read your chat. I'm trying to figure out how chat works, so bear with me. Please give me a follow. Thank you for clicking on the stream. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Let's see. And yeah, I'm hoping to make this a full-time thing that I do here on Kick. Where am I here? Where am I here? So yes, I'm hoping to make this a full-time multi-streaming adventure. Twitch, YouTube, X, and Kick. Make this a full-time multi-streaming adventure. And yeah. Oh, 2 followers! Yay! Make this a full-time multi-streaming. And yeah. Oh, 2 followers! Yay! All right. Spittlebuggies followed. Yay! All right. Oh, and Tolane865, thank you for the follows. All right. Oh, and Tolane865, thank you for the follows. Where am I here? All right. Stream. Okay, here we go. Where am I here? All right. What's this thing here? Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff. What is this? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what all this is. Okay. What is this? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what all this is. Okay. What is this? Okay. So we're good. Okay. Alrighty. Now it's time to get back to our videos. I hope I can do my voice. I hope my voice can make it till 2. Los Angeles would be burning to the ground. Trump on calling in the National Guard. Okay, let's take a listen.
We didn't send out the National Guard, and last time we gave them a little additional help. You would have, Los Angeles would be burning right now. Los Angeles would be not a lot different than what you saw take place in California and Los Angeles just a little while ago. And, you know, you got to remember, we have the Olympics coming. And we don't want people looking at Los Angeles like it was, like it would have been. It would have been bad. Last night, they had total control. If we didn't have the military in there, the National Guard, and then we also sent in some Marines. We had some bad people. We have people, they look in your face and they spit right in your face. They're animals.
Literally.
And these are paid insurrectionists. These are paid troublemakers. They're agitators. They're paid. Do you think somebody walks up to a curb and starts hammering pieces out, has all the equipment necessary, and starts handing it out to people to use as a weapon? These are paid insurrectionists or agitators or troublemakers. You can call it whatever you want. And we ended it, and we have in custody some very bad people.
Good.
Some very bad people.
Mr. President.
Did you see the guy throwing the rocks at the police cars as they went by? And crushing their windows and endangering our police? We're not going to let that happen, yeah.
No, that's not okay. And, like, the people that are calling this fascist are absolutely insane for thinking that defending your own border. Thank you, Spittle. But this is ridiculous. Like, I somebody in Asmongold's chat was like, your take is a straight Nazi take, because Asmongold was saying that this is good that the National Guard has been called in. And it's like, yes, following the law and having the law enforced is a Nazi take. Yes, I'm sure. It's so ridiculous. Like, to conflate deporting people who illegally crossed the border and took jobs and healthcare and education away from other people that actually, you know, A, are citizens, and B, legally became citizens the correct way. Saying that deporting those people as Nazi is just insane. And it cheapens what the Jewish people went through. And it's absolutely pathetic to listen to these people, and they try to make you believe that these illegal immigrants are taxpayers. It's like, I'm sorry, don't you have to be a citizen to pay taxes? Like, if you, like, wouldn't paying taxes as an illegal person, like, notify the government that you're illegal? Like, so you obviously don't pay taxes. Like, like, I'm sure that there are some illegal immigrants that pay tax. Like, I'm sure there are, like, some outliers. I'm not gonna sit here and say straight up that 0% of them pay taxes. But I am not going to sit here and buy that the majority of illegal immigrants are tax-paying people. And even if they were, they're still not in the country legally, therefore they're not citizens, therefore they broke the law. So, it's ridiculous. So here we are, we're moving on to our next video. And it's an Atozi video about an IRL streamer facing life in prison. It's going to be either Vitaly or Johnny Somali.
This IRL streamer will now be facing life in prison after what unfolded on this stream, which marks the end of a one-year feud between these two IRL streamers in Las Vegas. And quick warning, this video...
This is, I think Abba and Preach covered this. There was like a beef over a copyright claim, and one guy shot another guy, I think.
This IRL streamer will now be facing life in prison after what unfolded on this stream, which marks the end of a one-year feud between these two IRL streamers in Las Vegas. And quick warning, this video, it's messed up, as we're talking about one streamer ending the life of another one and his wife. So now, this is by far not the normal, laughably stupid type of topic that we cover here on this channel. But due to how insane and bizarre this is, I decided I wanted to cover this, as it literally just happened a couple hours ago as of filming this video. Also, as you may notice, I just moved offices, so bear with me as I'm getting my new studio set up. But meet Sin City Manny. Sin City Manny, he's an IRL streamer in Las Vegas that runs that channel alongside of Sin City Family, which he does together with his wife. And Manny, he's been beefing with another IRL streamer by the name of Finny the Legend. These two have had quite the feud for a while, which is now escalated to the worst case scenario. Unfortunately, these are extremely niche streamers, so it's hard to find all the details of the feud, but from what I'm hearing, Finny was originally a viewer of Manny. Manny was kind of a lolcow, and Finny donated to Manny to do crazy stuff.
Oh, okay. So Finny was, like, laughing at this guy and donating to get him to do funny shit to kind of make fun of him.
I guess that was entertaining enough to where Finny thought that he was going to start live streaming himself, goofing on Manny, and I guess donating to him to do wild stuff. Finny apparently then started to essentially take Manny's viewership and donations from fans, as Finny's streams, I guess, were more entertaining than Manny's to Manny's viewers. Ouch. And it seems like often Finny was not nice to Manny at all.
Like, who leaves the house looking like that? Like, what about leaving the house like that makes you like feel like that's tight?
So he's a bitch. He's a catty bitch who is. You don't know this one? Yeah, this just happened. This just happened. Yeah, this is crazy. But I
Like when
mean,
he
like,
left,
this guy's a bitch. Like who makes fun of another man's appearance? Like, come on. Like, how? Like, really?
Nice to Manny at all.
like who leaves the house looking like that? Like what about leaving the house like that makes you like feel like that's tight?
And what's with that shitty ass Bluetooth mic, dude? Your sound is. Why do all IRL streamers have to sound like shit? Like, there are, like, mobile mics that sound good. There are, like, lapel mics and shit that sound good. Why do IRL streamers always have to sound like ass?
Like when he left and he put that makeup on as a guy, and then he put the hat on with the fake cholo outfit. Like, what about that? Like, what do you think he said?
I'm sorry, you're making fun of a man for wearing makeup, yet you're critiquing his outfit like you're some, like, chick. Like, what the fuck?
Like, do you think he's like, man, I look hard tonight? Like, what is his goal? I don't get
What
it.
is
What's his
your
goal? Does he want to look like a clown? Does he want to look like a cholo? What's his goal?
Manny obviously did not like this and ended up falsely copyright striking Finney's channel. Then it started crashing.
No, dude, you can't. Okay, so they're both bitches. They're both bitches. Okay, so this guy is a catty little bitch, and the other guy can't handle being made fun of, so he struck the channel.
Crashing out over each other and throwing around some extremely disrespectful language against themselves and their wives, and things just kept escalating. They at least had one interaction that I could find in real life, and this interaction apparently is where Manny goes and grabs Finney's butt while live streaming it.
Okay. Why? Like, why does IRL streaming have to be this weird? I don't get it. Like, whenever I do IRL streams, I'm doing, like, cooking, or I'm doing housework or something. Like, why does IRL streaming have to be so stupid and weird?
Why? I mean, these dudes look like they're in their 40s. The IRL streamer brain rot now has unks crashing out for some attention online. But as I said earlier, Manny falsely copyright striked Finney's channel first. So Finney, or Finney's associates, falsely copyright strike him back twice. And here, Finney essentially brags about doing this.
Let's get this clear though, y'all, because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT. But I don't think I can take his channel from him, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man. And he's so close, man.
That you know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike?
Yeah.
That you swing at me, we swing it back twice. Boot him to the motherfucking moon.
Okay, so from my understanding, this happened after Manny grabbed him. And
these are grown fucking men. These are grown men that are doing this shit and beefing like this. I'm still waiting for the makeup. Oh, for the... Oh. And kiss makeup. And kiss type makeup. That's funny. I'm still waiting for the maid outfit.
And obviously, things only escalated from here as Manny was seen multiple times on stream saying and doing this directed at Finney.
Let me catch you on a red light, Finney. That fat boy over there in Arizona, somebody got checked on. Send me the picture. I want to see that. Somebody got to do it. Teach him a lesson, homies. Make sure you be pulling up to West Place. Remember, not West Place. And it says you don't even got a car, just pull up.
This is so retarded. This is so fucking retarded. Over making fun of looks and an ass grab. And you guys are falsely striking each other. And blocking each, like, just block each other on YouTube and move on. Like, that's what needed to happen.
Just pull up.
But this recent tragedy started when Finney coming to Las Vegas again, and Manny found out about this. So what does he do? Apparently, he live streams himself searching for the guy all day.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. I went through every casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in town. I'm dying to see him. What are we doing? Fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll be there.
That's premeditation. If this goes to... this is going to go before a judge. And we are going... that is going to be evidence. And there is no way that doesn't sound like first-degree murder.
I'll be there. You better believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told. Right?
He sounds so fucking Toronto right there. I know he's from Las Vegas, but he sounds so fucking Scarborough right there. It's so funny.
Somebody should have sent me my invite, Mr. Marcus. That's right.
I mean, while the dude seems insane here, I don't think anyone could predict what was going to happen the following night. Because...
Oh, I don't know. If I had seen that, I'd be like, dude, you're like hunting a motherfucker. What the
Manny found out where Finney was, and Manny's wife was live streaming on their channel, Sin City Family. And while she didn't exactly film it on her live stream, she was extremely close and you could hear every single shot ring out. Again, I'm not going to show anything violent because it doesn't have a place on this channel. I guess my main question is, did she know that her husband was going to destroy their lives forever by doing that? No clue. But is this one of the wildest things that has ever happened in IRL streaming? It's definitely up there. Yeah. And here's the angle from Finney's wife's live stream. I paused right there because he drew the weapon and started firing. This whole situation is just beyond eerie. It's horrifying. It's beyond insane.
And
I mean, the fact that some false copyright strikes on YouTube and some internet feud escalated to this is
like she got killed. Like it wasn't just what's it called? The dude. It was the wife too that got killed. So 2 lives are ended, and another one is over because of fucking internet beef over looks and false copyright strikes. That's pathetic.
Is insane. Obviously, the strip was shut down, and this is what the sheriff had to say about the incident.
All right. Good morning. Under Sheriff Andrew Walsh, That's ANDREWWALSH. I'm the undersheriff with the Las Vegas 3600 block of Las Vegas Boulevard. On Sunday, June 8th at approximately 10:40 p.m., officers from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department who were on patrol in the 3600 block of Las Vegas Boulevard heard gunfire occurring on the west side of the street. The officers immediately ran towards that gunfire, and they found 2 victims who were laying on the sidewalk suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save those victims' lives were unsuccessful, and both victims were pronounced deceased at the scene.
That is fucking tragic. Deceased on scene over the dumbest of internet beefs. And this is coming from somebody who watched the Kumite. Alright? So I know a dumb internet beef when I fucking see it. Alright? And this is fucking stupid.
At this point, we believe we have the suspect identified and that this is an isolated incident, knowing that the suspect and the victim had previously engaged in some type of conflict using a variety of social media platforms.
Some type of conflict is right. I don't even know how the fuck to describe 2 grown men fucking beefing over their looks.
It's insane that he went for the wife as well.
It's being made by members of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to locate, apprehend, and arrest the suspect who is responsible for this crime. At this point, I'm not going to release any further information. We know that there is a lot of information that is circulating in social media and on a variety of platforms that are out there. What we're asking the public to do is continue to share those tips, but most importantly, please call the Crime Stoppers hotline at 702-385-5555. That's 702-385-5555. That's really important that the information come into one area, make it easier for us to capture the information that's available to the public instead of us having to go through all of the social media postings that are out there. So we can't confirm all of the information that's been posted out there, but we believe we do know who the suspect is.
Well, there's no way you can't. He's I don't understand what it is with self-snitching these days. I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. This rampant, like, it was the same with the Chase Bank things. The like showing yourself basically scamming money out of Chase Bank. It was just nuts. And to just, sorry, I'm just trying to check on chat here. So this is just I'm glad that I hope they catch him. I really do. Because this is the most pathetic thing I think I've ever heard of. Because this is the most pathetic thing I think I've ever heard of. God, my chest is tight. That's really annoying. Chest is tight. That's really annoying. All right. Like I said, welcome into the Blind Press stream, guys, over on Kick. I hope you're all having a great night. I am Blind Press. I am operating this whole thing via a screen reader, so please forgive me if I don't catch your chat or your follow or your sub, but I do appreciate you. Thank you for trying me out, and we will continue on with our fun little stream here. I just wanted to quickly go and check on chat on Kick, but I think I might have to put Kick on my phone again and see if the chat will work that way. And that way I can also try doing some... I wonder if I could multi-stream from my phone with the Streamlabs app. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, over a fucking internet beef about looks. Just craziness. It's insane to me to just like listen to this, all of this happen, and like I can't believe I'm living in an age where men in their 40s beef over their looks, falsely copyright strike each other, and then kill each other. It's like, what the fuck? Alright, we're moving on now to cover more of the ICE riots. And this is a channel called Ruined Leon, and I've covered him before, I've reacted to him before. I really like his commentary. So let's take a look at what he has to say here.
Stop with the ICE raids. If ICE shows up, do not resist, claim your rights. Know your rights, shh, stay silent. Request a lawyer. Todos unidos, jamás seremos vencidos, stay safe.
I want to take you back to the year 2020, the greatest year of all of our lives, and a significant moment in that year pertaining to a man known as George Floyd, who is no longer on this earth. And him dying resulted in a bunch of people proclaiming injustice and how much black lives truly mattered if they fit a certain criteria. And
then they went and destroyed a whole bunch of black-owned businesses and restaurants and property in the name of justice, because Black Lives Matter, unless you're a, tax-paying business owner.
And many people were protesting what they thought was police brutality and an injustice in society in how people are treated in interactions with police as black individuals. And they peacefully demonstrated how they wanted to go about operating their critiques of the system and how they wanted to bring forth change. And the reason why you barely saw any of that is because we had more coverage of the Summer of Love and how much protesting led to riots and how burning down the Wendy's was somehow equal to trying to save a black man or a black woman's life, because I'm also going to throw Breonna Taylor in that conversation as well. And ultimately, all these years later, it seems like all of that was absolutely pointless. Why? Because as much good as people wanted to have in these conversations, as much change as they wanted to peacefully bring about, people did not care, because they were focusing on the looting and the robbing and the burning down of stores and businesses, no matter if they were big or small. And they were focusing on the many people who were sitting at home states away from where this was, saying, yeah, this is perfectly fine. But when you ask those people if that could happen to you, all of a sudden they have a sense of morals and they don't want to be burned or they don't want to be stolen from. Why am I mentioning all of these things? Well, it seems like that current trend is happening again.
Well, yeah, because the police didn't do anything. Like, there weren't massive... Like, Donald Trump was still president when this was going on. He hadn't... Sorry, the inauguration hadn't happened yet. Or, sorry, yes it had. Joe Biden had just come in. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? And it's... The police did not do mass arrests the way they should have. The National Guard should have been deployed to Minneapolis. The Minnesota National Guard should have been deployed. Also in Washington for CHOP and all that. It should have been dealt with in a very swift way. And it wasn't. And because it wasn't, now these protesters think that they can basically do whatever they want because well, the Black Lives Matter people could do whatever they wanted. And so why the hell can't these people do whatever they want?
Where in California, you have the issue of the ICE raids and deportation, and people are very upset about that, and they want to demonstrate how upset they are about that, and they want to peacefully talk about and maybe make a little bit of change, but nobody can focus on that because of the various images and the various videos of people burning cars, standing on burning cars, breaking into buildings, stealing things from those said buildings, and all of this is to somehow convince the overarching powerful government, we are upset that you are deporting people. We are upset that you are sending ICE raids.
The protest and
I will kind of say something that Leon hasn't said. There shouldn't be any want for any change at this point. Like the BLM thing, sure. Like address police brutality, address all that, okay, fine. This is from the get-go. Whether an illegal immigrant is committing crimes once they cross the border into the States or not, okay, they can be the most law-abiding citizen ever, but they already broke the law when they crossed the border illegally. So there is no, there's no necessary change that needs to happen other than not letting immigrants illegally come into the country. Not giving them a chance to hide, not giving them a chance to, get jobs. If you want to come into a country and work, get a visa. Go about it the right way.
And even those who were out of step with what we are advocating, peaceful protest, did not create any violence. Nobody was shot. Nobody was killed. Get it in your head. And
I'm sorry. They didn't create any violence. They were breaking apart curbs and sidewalks to make projectiles.
When martial law is called, what are you going to say? I missed the point. Don't miss the point, you all. Don't think that somehow, because they called out the National Guard, there was violence. There was no violence.
Yes, there was.
They opened the Adidas store. Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No violence.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is nuts. They're literally free for all, free shit. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, it's totally not violent, you guys. That sounded like a gunshot to me.
Part in this protest, or not taking part in the protest, but perhaps exploiting it for their own ends, like people you see here that are looting this store. They're stealing sneakers, and they're going to be selling them, and they're being caught on video from various locations on both sides of the street, and so there's a good chance that their faces will be recognized, and that their little spree of theft will be rewarded with some accountability that will land them in jail.
No, it won't. No, it won't. If the mayor of Los Angeles is basically commending this, then they're not going to be in.
That is what is being promised by the chief, by the mayor, by the sheriff, that people who take advantage, people who are involved in violence, vandalism, theft, will be held accountable. If not tonight, as the mayor just said, it will happen down the road. Don't think you got away with it.
And I'm just going to say it because I feel like I know the score, and maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. They're going to use all of this against you. They're going to ignore all of the people who are trying to get the message out there, and they're going to focus on all the people who are not going to take the moment to actually care about other people. Because what have I...
Leon, what message? Don't deport the people who broke the law? Don't get rid of the illegal people that shouldn't be here?
Been saying opportunists suck, activists suck, and when they collide, people are going to focus on the opportunists and make it as if they're all a bunch of activists, and we know they're not. We know that's not the score. We know that there are people who wouldn't participate in this. We know that there are people who will call that out, but the problem is there are too many people who are focused on their opportunity, and the traction of online is going to make somebody see that, and they're states away, and they're going to say, yeah, keep doing it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you right now.
Okay, so we're about 5 years out from the last nationwide riot that broke out during Donald Trump's last administration. And now it's looking like the newest one is starting to kick out in LA right now, right? And people on the right are going to spend the next couple of weeks trying to blur the facts for you and say how these protesters just are doing this because they hate America and they just want to see the cities burn and all that.
They do.
But while the facts are still out there, right? It's important to remember that these people are completely justified for protesting, okay? The Donald Trump administration is sending American residents to gulags in South America.
Oh my God, no he's not, because they're not American residents or citizens.
And even when the Supreme Court says to bring them back, they're doing everything they can to resist it. That is a threat to all Americans' liberties. If you were getting sent to a gulag, if one of your family members was getting sent to a concentration camp, would you be justified in protesting? I think so.
Okay, but it's not American families that are being broken apart. It's literally not. So why are you lying?
So?
And they're not going to participate whatsoever because they don't want to go to jail, just like how they know some of those people are going to go to jail. And this cycle is going to repeat itself to the point where they're going to send more of the National Guard. Whether it's constitutional or unlawful is a matter of understanding the wordings of the law, which
it is not unconstitutional.
I believe stems in the favor of the governor of California. But again, that stems upon you understanding the law of who gets to call in the National Guard and how that process works. But when you have these people who are co-signing activity that's destructive to the conversation, you have people who don't care about the conversation. They just see an opportunity to get some new shoes or a phone or maybe some type of an electronic, and they're going about their merry way. And you have people who are already against you, who already disagree with you, who already don't care, seeing that and saying, all of you are a part of this. You don't win in the end. So now you're going to look at me and you're going to say, well, what's the solution then? Really, there is none, because you could say call it out, but the overarching situation of online algorithms will not get your voice out there. It will stem from a bunch of people saying, oh, who cares? We want to riot. It's how we're going to make change. Remember the LA riots? Remember the change that came about that? We could do it again, and we're going to actually get the job done this time.
Yeah, because the LA riots were so fucking successful.
And then you got the division between the Mexicans and the blacks.
This effort to get black people not involved with unified political struggle is one that serves white supremacy. The ICE raids that are happening in LA right now are symptomatic of a bigger problem of white supremacy, and white supremacy anywhere is a threat to everyone, everywhere. So if you're
This is not a race issue. This is a law issue. Holy fuck.
deciding to sit this one out because your black face on white supremacy didn't win an election, you were never with us to begin with and are just looking for an easy outlet to blame in immigrants. You justify your own inaction when you don't really do anything except vote every 4 years anyways, while at the same time trying to isolate black people as if we haven't had racial solidarity in the past. Also, we're easier to exploit by white supremacy and capitalism. And the gag being they deporting black people too. But what the fuck are y'all really doing? Sitting out is a fucking privilege. Frankly, black people can't afford to take. Oh, but there's some people who are anti-black in the Mexican movement. Bro, there are black people who are anti-black in the black movement. Don't get to pick and choose what justice is justice.
Holy
Either you're with
fuck.
us or you're not.
The mental gymnastics is insane. Jesus Christ, this is pathetic. How can people live this way with such victim mentality? This is nuts.
And then you got the random white SJW just sitting there like, oh my God, I don't know who to side with because I'm trying not to be a racist, but I also don't want to see people deported, but I also don't want to be called someone who upholds white supremacy. And it's this mass confusion where nothing gets done
Because
to the point where I'm just going to sit here and say it. We're fucked. If you're somebody who's wanting to see this change, you're hoping that somehow you could get your government to not deport people and that they could go through a due process, you're fucked. Because all of this shit I've shown you in this video will be used against your positive message. It will be used against your discretion. It will be used to further fan the flames of division and to sow more towards people to go towards conservatism or go towards the right. And I'm not a political strategist, but it seemed like that strategy worked real well in the presidential election. They looked at all these things, whether if you view them as minute or big, and say, if you don't want this, vote for me. And they're going to use all of this and say, hey, if you don't want this, vote for me. And that's just me and my really big wop head thinking in the long term. But in the moment, they're going to look at this and say, see, this is why we want to get rid of this. Look at all this chaos. Look at all this turmoil. Look at all these issues. When you could just be 1%. It could be a small majority.
But it's not. Leon, what the fuck, my dude? You're usually a very level-headed guy. This is not... This is... Wow. They deported a bunch of African visa overstayers on the same day this LA bullshit started. This guy's a hidden lefty. Yeah, this is disappointing. This is very, very disappointing, in fact.
It could be 20%. It could be 30%. The overarching majority of you could be trying to spread a positive message, but the reality is people are going to focus on the minute and make it out to be the whole thing. Does it suck? Yes. Do you have a way to combat it? No, because you're going to sit there and call somebody a buzzword and think that that's going to be a lucrative way to get them to stop, but it's going to amplify them to say, oh, I got more for you, motherfucker. And ultimately, I'm seeing this as an absolute negative. I'm seeing this as something that's going to lead to no change being done for a bunch of people who hope for change being done, at least on one side of the spectrum, because on the other side, it's a bunch of people saying, I'm getting what I voted for. I wanted this. Yeah, I want all these people gone. They came here illegally and now they're getting out of here.
They did come here illegally. What the fuck is wrong with that? Like, seriously, what is wrong with being happy that you get what you voted for? If you were getting what you voted for, Leon, you would be happy about it, and the other side wouldn't be happy. So, like, what? Come on. Come on now.
I don't care. And hopefully all these people who are rioting and they break into these stores, they go to jail too. Yeah. I win in the end. And that's the lose in the other side of that spectrum, because you wanted this change, but now they're using all of the significance of trying to distract you from change to destroy you. And
you have lost it, my dude. Wow. Ruined Leon has lost the plot. Goodbye. This is crazy. Like, I'm kind of flabbergasted at how Leon just completely lost common sense. It's crazy. That was a complete I don't understand what's wrong with wanting people who are in a country illegally to be gone. I don't see what's bad about that. I call me a alt-righter, I guess. I don't know. But I just don't see how that is the wrong side to be on. I just don't see it. We're now going to move on to cover Hassan, because of course we are. We can't not cover Hassan. He's an insane person, and his fans have been brigading my tiny ass channel, so fuck him.
Welcome back to the biggest clown show on YouTube. In today's video, Hassan has joined the riots in LA, California, and is supporting terrorism again. Absolutely nobody is surprised. Nope. He's also called out Asmongold to join him on the streets. Asmongold responded saying that he should probably be arrested. They also have a bunch of back and forth. We're gonna look at a bunch of idiotic Hassan clips and also take a deeper look into what's going on in LA. So basically, some quick context if you didn't know, there's a situation in Los Angeles right now that looks a lot like GTA 6. Basically, Trump was arresting and deporting a bunch of people who entered the country illegally. Turns out there's actually a lot of them, and this is obviously different from immigrants who came legally and waited for their visa, waiting in line, and came through based on certain qualifications. He's basically going and arresting people who broke the law. So essentially, a bunch of people are protesting these arrests, trying to keep these people in America, but the protests have turned into full-blown riots with people throwing bricks, lighting cars on fire, vandalizing property, and causing massive destruction to not only the cops, but also civilians and the city itself. So Trump is now sending the National Guard to quell the riots. So let's start with Asmongold talking about the riots and how Hassan should be banned for participating. Alrighty, subscribe or you gotta join Hamas Piker in the riots.
Oh God.
That's not peaceful, what was happening. It's not peaceful for people to be on the highways. It's not peaceful for people to throw rocks or bottles. That's not peaceful.
So she said it's not peaceful. Even she says that. I think it's pretty impressive that they managed to blame the fact that all of their citizens are totally fucking schizoing out, setting cars on fire. They're trying to blame that on Donald Trump. And
yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's like, Trump made all of this happen. Trump made the LA riots happen, you guys. It's all Trump's fault. It's like, really? Trump's been setting all these cars on fire and breaking windows and busting up sidewalks? Holy shit.
And the fact is that none of these people are ever being held accountable. This is a person who's like getting inside of the car. Like literally, like you're looking at burning cars. Hassan almost got banned for filming a crime. I mean, realistically, Hassan getting on the highway like that should get him banned. It's not even a question. It's very cleanly and plainly stated in terms of service that if you commit a crime and you're breaking the law on stream, you should get banned. It's explicitly against the terms of service. I just want you guys to see that.
It's the terms of service of pretty much any social media platform that if you're breaking the law on the platform, you get banned.
This immigrant-run Salvadoran restaurant helps sheriff's deputies with tear gas in their eyes. This entire dichotomy, it's like the Latino people are like the ones being attacked or whatever. No, this is not true. This is a group of lawless, aggressive, psychotic people that are setting random cars on fire. W restaurant? Yeah, those are illegal immigrants. Those are Americans. This isn't white people versus brown people. This is not Mexicans versus Americans. These are crazy, violent, psychopathic, aggressive criminals versus the rest of the normal people that want to be able to live their life and run a restaurant in America and pursue the American dream.
Right, that's pretty well.
And that's the difference. That is what this is about. This is not about anything except getting law-abiding citizens, or getting law-abiding citizens back into a position of being able to get the jobs and the housing and the hospitals and the education that they need, because the illegal people are not taking them. And that's not a race thing.
Pretty well said. This is obviously not a race issue. This is not an immigrant versus non-immigrant issue. This is people breaking the law versus law-abiding citizens. This is violent people committing crimes, literally setting cars on fire, endangering regular people. And obviously people like Hassan are actually out there supporting violence, supporting terrorism, and trying to make this a race issue, trying to divide people based on nothing but propaganda. Now, it turns out Hassan even admitted that this protest is full of his fans. Yeah. Hassan says that half the people at the protest he attended in LA were his fans. No wonder there's so many federal agents in my chat.
No wonder there's so many federal agents in my fucking chat, dude. It's like half of the protest is Hassan Abias.
It's right there. Half the protest are Hassan Abi heads. Dude, you literally just, again with the self-reporting. What the hell?
I've been watching you for years. Love you. Can I take a picture of you?
Of course. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Right, so he's admitting that his own fans are rioters and criminals and violent extremists. You actually can't make this shit up. Dude, there's literally a giant fire behind him with this cloud of smoke. I don't know what exactly is burning. I'm hoping that's a car and not a building. Both are pretty bad, but one is worse, obviously. Like, Hassan is out here openly admitting that he is basically leading to this. He's the one radicalizing these people. These are literally his fans. Half these people are his fans. He's admitted it. How is he not banned for streaming this? This will be used against him in court someday. I wonder if Hassan started that fire behind him. Wouldn't put it past him. This is a good way to speedrun a long prison sentence. Oh wow, so that's why his viewer count has been lower lately.
That's funny. That is legitimately funny. I like that.
But this guy is regarded for saying this. Expect the ADL to bring this up again. He's always like, why are they complaining about me on media? Why are these slop tubers talking about me? Dude, you're literally supporting terrorist actions. Did you get that on camera? It's just Hassan like soy facing. Mommy, I did a protest. Look at me. I'm just eating some ice cream, guys. I'm a worker for the people. And he's obviously not going to put himself right next to the danger. He wants to be as safe as possible while getting all the brownie points. So it turns out Asman is still living rent-free in Hassan's head. He calls him out even at the protest.
Bro, he's out there. He's out there talking about me. Hopefully one day we'll see the largest political commentator, Asmongold, out here in the streets, you know, for protesting, for, I don't know, making...
Okay, sure. I'll go with the National Guard to arrest everybody who's standing in the highway. Yeah, I think that sounds great.
By the way, before some people spaz out, this is literally what the mayor said.
That's not peaceful, what was happening. It's not peaceful for people to be on the highways. It's not peaceful for people to throw rocks. That's not peaceful.
And now this genius is also calling out Bernie Sanders after he said these protests were counterproductive.
But they're putting themselves in harm's way and potentially setting themselves up for a criminal future. I talked to the DA just a couple of minutes ago. The DA will file felony charges on individuals and also the potential for federal charges.
Listen, I don't think anybody has a problem with peaceful protest. Like, if you're just out there marching and letting your voice be heard, I don't really...
You know, like the people in Boulder were doing? The Jewish people in Boulder? You know, the ones that got lit on fire?
See much of a problem, right? You're entitled to do that. But if you're out there burning cars, literally vandalizing property, causing destruction, harming civilians, of course there's gonna be a problem. And of course Hassan is on the side of the violent rioters. Can any Hassan fan tell me what purpose does lighting things on fire serve? What purpose does burning cars serve? You're literally just giving the cops more reason to actually go and arrest you because you're committing crimes.
But don't you understand, Pegasus? Enforcing the law is fascist.
Can't get the fucking dumbass take that Asmongold had out of my mind. It was the stupidest.
Oh God, bro, it's always about me. Which one?
Being like, oh, if you ever see protests where there's other countries' flags being waved, you know you're in America. It's like, yeah, dumbass, it's a diverse country.
If it's a diverse country, wouldn't you expect to see more American flags though? Because, like, I mean, to be fair, at least there's one of them right there.
Also, I've got not much to feel proud about right here. This endless police militarization.
You wouldn't need the militarization. You didn't have people throwing rocks at them. You have to remember bricks of peace, gentlemen.
There is the peaceful rocks. The peaceful rocks and the peaceful fires. It's very, very peaceful. Super peaceful.
No war in Ba Sing Se, guys. It's mostly peaceful protests, actually. Now, I've been saying this for 37 videos now. Hassan is radicalizing people to the extreme, supporting violence openly, and he needs to be stopped. I don't care if it takes 100 episodes. We're gonna show everybody, piece by piece, what a fraud, lying piece of shit this guy is.
You know what would be hilarious? If Hassan does end up going to, like, getting arrested and like having any charges or anything like that. Can you imagine the courts having to watch Nux Taku and more Pegasus videos and Asmongold clips for evidence purposes?
And the real damage he's actually doing to people.
So
Hassan acts more like an obsessed ex-girlfriend than he does a man. Hassan is has it called the Rachel syndrome. Peaceful bricks, oh my god. Bricks of peace, fires of healing. Throwing rocks off an overpass should be an attempted murder charge. It literally is, though. It literally is. Now, remember that journalist that always glazes Hassan, Taylor Lorenz? Well, she actually showed up to the protest to meet Hassan.
Oh, of course she did. Oh my god, Hassan's giving out selfies. I gotta go get one.
Hi, Taylor. What are you doing?
Hi,
Watch out.
Good to see you guys. Hi, everyone.
Taylor's here.
I'm here with some other journalists. I'm actually on my way to go meet them.
What are you guys doing?
Sergio just got here. He got shot with one of those pepper things in the chest. So he's
oh no.
Oh no, not a pepper ball in the chest. God, I hope his heart could handle it.
Yeah, they are.
Viva la revolution.
Pepper things in the chest. So he's
oh no.
He's coming back.
Yeah, they are.
I know, they keep shooting shit. Be careful. I feel like it's not gonna get really crazy until dark, like later.
These are the journalists that Hassan points you to. He's like, oh yeah, these are the objective, very neutral journalists here.
They're super objective, super grounded, you know. They do lots of research.
Literally all a bunch of Hassan Sims, man. How pathetic. Also, you know that you're in the right when you need to hide your face. I don't even know why Hassan is doing that. Like, everybody knows who he is. The cops are not gonna be like, well, it seems I can't identify this man.
That's my hair. Anyway,
I will give Hassan some credit here that he did actually go down there. Granted, it's literally all his fans who would apparently just take a bullet for him because they're so integrated into the cult. But at least he went on the ground, as he says. There is a 0.001% chance that he does get shot. So he
0.001% chance. Oh my god. No, it's true. He went to like the safest place and like gathered a whole bunch of orbiters around him, and like he's fine.
So he is actually risking something here. But I do think Hassan is conveniently far enough away from any danger. So he's positioned perfectly so that he will get all the accolades for actually going down there. But at the same time, he's far enough away that he's not going to get damaged in any meaningful way, right? So for example, Hassan is not going to be standing next to a burning car. Now, if he actually does that, okay, then he's actually legitimately insane. He is not just stupid, but dangerously stupid. Now, apparently one of his fans went up to him and basically like severely dramatized the story of getting pelted with like a paintball gun or something.
Okay. Show you this. I'm trying to show anyone who can get it out. I had the Palestinian flag with the Shahada on it, and they purposely
shot you in the arm?
Yes, they said get the girl with the tan backpack. My comrade overheard.
My comrade overheard. Oh my god. Oh my good god. It's literally happening, you guys. It's literally happening. The Soviets are literally here.
Wait. Did she just say comrade? I swear that's like a communist thing, no? Dude,
Yes.
average Hassan fan. Now you can literally see the bruise. It's like the tiniest shit ever, which is kind of bound to happen if you're out there rioting in the cop's face, right? And she tries to make it so much more than it is. Like, I might be fractured. Thank God I still have my legs.
There's a tan backpack and they shot me point blank, direct.
Have you seen a field medic?
Yeah, and I'm all
Are you
slinged
okay?
up. I think it might be fractured or sprained, but I'm okay. I have cousins in Syria. They go through it way worse. I still have 2 feet.
Oh my god, you fucking bitch. Yeah, even if you did have cousins in Syria, how dare you? How very dare you stand on their backs and sit there and be like, oh, I have cousins in Syria. They go through it way worse. Fuck you. Just fuck yous for Christmas, seriously.
So I'm gonna keep going.
All right.
But, you know, I just really wanted, thanks for letting me show you that.
Even Hassan
Yeah,
is like,
thank you.
That's wild.
Great commentary, Hassan. Even he knew that she was completely bullshitting. He's just like, yeah, that's crazy, man. It's like when your friend tells you some like made up story and you're like, that's crazy, bro. Dude, she literally said, thanks for letting me show you that, like on the stream and stuff, right? Obviously, nobody actually grievously injured actually says that shit. She just wanted to be on your goddamn stream and dramatize the story like, oh, they shot me point blank. Dude,
could you imagine if you were actually very badly injured and you're like, say you have like a compound fracture and you see Hassan and you're like, wait, stop the stretcher. I want to get this out there, Hassan. Please, Hassan. Show the chat my broken fucking leg.
They clearly didn't want to harm you. That barely did anything. I get more injured playing table tennis when I hit the edge of the table. Her acting like a war survivor, like, thank God I still have my 2 legs, bro. These people are actual, like, revolutionary cosplayers.
They are.
Anyways, Hassan is losing his mind on Twitter. Asmongold tweets, an easy way to check if a protest is in America is the flags. Are they all of one country? Not America. Are they a random bunch of countries plus pride or identity flags? America.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe people would wave Mexico flags in flippin' California. A migrant worker, asylum seeker contributes more to this country in a day than this rotting husk will in a lifetime.
Okay then. So, how much have you contributed, Hassan? I asked that unironically.
Bro, you both have the same job. You're both streamers. Also, I feel like Hassan has done immense damage to America, just spreading the type of propaganda he does. Also, funny thing, while I was researching this story, every single headline uses the word immigrants or migrants. None of them says illegal. Not a single person actually mentions the fact that they illegally crossed the border and went into the country. That is an important fact. If you're breaking the law, it's completely different from waiting in line and actually following the law and getting a visa. And Hassan uses the same tactic. They basically want you to believe that there is no difference between law-abiding citizens and people who break the law. Hassan continues defending the basically domestic terrorists at this point. People who freak about retaliation to cops at these rallies need to attend one protest, and they'll quickly realize that the agitators are the armed dudes in riot gear, tear gassing thousands of unarmed taxpayers who are—
Yes. That's exactly what they are. They're taxpayers.
paying for the chemicals as well as their salaries and pensions.
Oh,
just
fuck
flashback
off.
to the burning cars, bro. Also, half of these illegals are not paying taxes, bro. They ain't doing shit.
No.
Now, people are also hounding XQC over this. XQC and the community have become too fascistic for my liking. I guess having genocide lover losers like Destiny and Asmon as their moral compass turns you into a fascist little bleh.
What the fuck? Destiny and Asmongold, they don't even like each other. Fucking Destiny doesn't know what he's doing. He's like, lefty's bad, righty's bad, centrism bad. Fuck, I don't know what everything is. Like, he's just lost his mind. Fucking, what is going on with these people? And XQC doesn't even live in the States. Like, what does he have to do with it? He doesn't have a stick in the game.
FXQC. XQC responds, bro saw burning cars and got mad I wasn't celebrating. Completely ratioed him. Now, Hassan tries to call out Asmongold again, but immediately owns himself.
By the way, to understand how far right we have gotten, for the record, back in the day when Pestany said, I don't care, white supremacists need to fucking mow down these like stupid black counter protesters, he got fucking banned. He got de-verified. Asmongold can now be the largest content creator on the fucking platform and be like, yeah, they deserve it. To be fair, he's talking about the cops in this circumstance.
No, he's not. He's talking about the illegal people who are being deported and the people who are rioting.
We understand them as white supremacist force, but, and not like the non-state actors taking matters in their own hands.
Dude, oh my god, he just caught himself immediately. Like, Asmon said the cops should enforce the law. Wow, what a controversial opinion, man. Almost like that's what they're paid to do. Dude, Hassan is so far left at this point, it's crazy. Bro just loves any form of terrorism, whether it be Hamas, the Houthis, Hezbollah, domestic terrorism, like any form of it, bro. And this guy saying Asmon is far right for saying that people who are burning down the city need to be arrested.
Yeah, that's apparently a Nazi take and a far-right take is, get the illegal immigrants out of the country and arrest the people who are burning the city down. Yeah, that's super fascist.
What the heck is wrong with you, man? This is beyond mental illness. And then in classic Hassan fashion, he plays victim, saying that he's gonna get banned on Twitch.
The results are the same. He will get no punishments for this. As a matter of fact, I'll probably get fucking banned before he does.
Literally zero sympathy for these kinds of people. He's trying to run away from the police, etc. I don't give a shit. They're psychopaths. Well, there are people. The reason why these people are doing it, I'm off. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no, you're right. The psychopath is certainly the people that are protesting ICE kidnapping other people.
They're not kidnapping anyone. They are deporting them. That is a very different thing.
Okay? Kidnapping their neighbors, kidnapping their community members, and not the fucking Rat King who is covered in his own fucking filth and rot, sitting in the comfort of his fucking home.
You mean like you are?
Going, yeah, it's perfectly fine to trample over a taxpayer.
They're not taxpayers, though.
With horses. Yeah, it's based. Yeah, I'm really glad. Disgusting.
Yes, a taxpayer. Brother, they are committing crimes. You're never free to commit crimes, even if you're a legal taxpayer.
Yeah, you can pay all the taxes you want. You still can't break the law. You can't fucking stab somebody in the chest and then when the cops show up, be like, sorry, I pay taxes. Look, here's my notice of assessment. What the fuck?
Also, can this guy stop pretending like Twitch is ever going to ban him? Bro, we all know Dan Clancy is literally under the table right now, sucking you off with the force of a victory bell from Pokemon. He's Venus flytrapping that shit. And whenever Asmon calls for the ban of Hassan, it is for a legitimate reason. Hassan was literally participating and supporting the riots. That is a perfectly legitimate reason to be banned. Then Hassan says that anybody that hates him only watches edited clips of him out of context.
But there's not a single person out there that actually despises everything I stand for that has consumed my content directly.
I don't believe
they have consumed my content either indirectly with 17-second increments of clips, or they used to consume my content and they had a severe bout of anger when I said something that they disagreed with, that they internalized heavily, and they could not deal with that back and forth, and then that caused them tremendous resentment.
You mean they actually sat and listened to a take of yours, found it abhorrent, and no longer consumed your content?
Was once tremendous love and admiration turned into tremendous resentment and anger, and now they are super enemies.
Yeah, not a single person, huh? I mean, I can think of a couple people, not gonna lie. But okay, if you believe him, okay, open invitation to everybody watching. If you ever think I'm lying or misrepresenting him about anything, please, please, for the love of God, go to Hassan's channel. You know, go verify the opinions. Go to his stream, watch his content. You know, heaven forbid, maybe maybe drink a couple before you go there.
Get loaded before you actually go and watch a stream of his.
You know, get his opinion, watch his 10-hour streams, come back, and then let me know. Let me know what I got wrong. Because I'm guaranteeing you, if you survive the ordeal, because watching 10 hours of this guy is grounds for Minecraft jump off a cliff, your opinions will probably not change at all. Turns out I'm literally just showing this guy's own words that make him look horrible.
Operation Let Him Speak.
Not taken out of context. It is perfectly in context that this guy openly supports terrorists. What does I support the Houthis 10 toes down mean, bro?
I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing. 10 toes fucking down.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know what that means bury them face down so their souls can't go, like, so their souls don't ascend. That's what 10 toes fucking down means.
Such a narcissistic piece of shit moron, bruh. The only way anyone hates me is if they don't watch my content. Of course they don't. You're a flippin' idiot. The only reason this video is even bearable is because of my commentary interjecting, or we're occasionally watching Asmongold or somebody else. Like, if it was just Hassan clips, holy shit, we'd die.
Yeah, thank you for it not being only Hassan clips there, more Pegasus. I appreciate that, because god damn it, that would be horrifying. Ugh.
So anyways, let's just get a better idea of what's actually going on in LA.
Okay, let's do that. We'll get into that. Let's get into that. We've covered the Hassan portion of that bullshit. So let's take a look. We are going to hold on. Oh god, okay. We'll take a break from that and we'll look at Tectone now. And we will see what's going on with Twitch and how incompetent they are. And welcome in. If you are joining me on Kick, please consider hitting up the follow button or the subscribe button. I am Blind Press. I am a totally blind content creator. You can find me on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, as Blind Press. I have I operate everything with my screen reader. I am a commentary and gaming streamer. I play video games that are accessible, like Mortal Kombat and Diablo. And thank you for choosing to watch me today. Also, hello to the people over on X. Okay, let's see what Tectone has to say here about Twitch's incompetence. Now, Tectone was banned for 7 days for calling Denims and the Minx whores because they call him a rapist and a pedophile. So I think he has a right to call them names. And Twitch, well, I'm sure he'll cover it. Let's listen.
Well, I could stall this out. Well, I could stall this out a little bit longer, but this is most likely going to be on YouTube, and if it is, make sure to subscribe and like the stream. I don't know what the title is. It's probably something to do with me not being banned on Twitch anymore, or like the end of an era or some shit. If you can't tell by my specific tone of voice, I am very pissed off, and I have a lot of things that I want to say. I don't think I've ever been this bitter, this discontent with a platform as I am today. And I'm really trying to rein it in because I don't feel like crashing out for the 15th fucking time. I am going to recollect my entire journey of why I got banned, why I'm unbanned, and how I am now here before all of you once again. And yes, there will be details that I have never shared on YouTube.
Details.
This is all fresh news, and it absolutely blows my fucking mind.
Okay,
so
Texel,
let's go
lay it
on a
on.
little trip down memory lane, and once again, please hit subscribe to the channel. We just hit 925,000 subs.
Oh, shit.
We are 75,000 subs away from hitting the good old 1 million, which will be quite insane, but let's walk you through it and then get you caught up on the current saga and how I'm feeling about Twitch and streaming in general, as well as content creation. And I'm just gonna be completely honest. 6 days ago, I have an amazing stream. I go to sleep. I wake up to my usual nightmares. I usually have nightmares every single fucking night. It's just something that I experience. It fucking blows. Sleep is very hard for me. It is. Now, usually,
That
to
fucking sucks,
combat
dude.
this, when I wake up from my nightmare, usually I either have sex or I masturbate.
That makes sense. Calms you down.
Yep, I just start cranking my hog because when my anxiety's high, busting a quick load makes me feel better. I am mid-crank sesh. I am mid-goon. Mid-goon, hard as a rock, mid-goon, about a full blow in my little sticky jimmies. And I receive a pop-up on my phone. You have been banned on Twitch.
Oh, right in the middle of that sucks, dude. Right in the middle, he's about to fucking bust a nut and
Oh my God, I went limp. I went limp immediately. So already the Twitch ban started off really strong and pissing me the fuck off.
I
They
bet.
interrupted my fucking goon session. I couldn't even finish that night. So already not really in the best of moods. I go back to sleep about 2 hours later after watching a couple episodes of Hajime no Ippo, which, by the way, I will say, Ippo is what Deku was supposed to be. All Might is supposed to be Takamura. Deku is supposed to be Ippo. My Hero author, you have no idea how to write a good main character.
no idea what he's talking about because I don't watch anime. But carry on.
I checked to see the reason of why I'm banned. And what the fuck? Sexual misconduct. And I look up why, and it's because Denims and Minx, two women who are accusing me of being a criminal and calling me an abuser, I call them a name.
Yeah.
I call them whores.
They actually level criminal life-ending accusations at him with no proof, and he calls them a name, and he gets banned.
No punishment happens to Denims. No punishment happens to Minx. And I get banned for a fucking week. Two women provoke me by accusing me of crimes I did not commit. Which, by the way, you don't joke around about that shit.
No.
That's not something that you do.
No.
You do not do that at all. The fact that they're so comfortable going around everybody, calling them pedophiles and rapists and abusers and sex pests, while even incorporating their usernames into sex pestiny. Meanwhile, they do this shit all fucking day. People joke around and call them a name. We're weaponizing jokes in 2025.
Yeah, this is the double standard is absolutely baloney on this. It's like, this is, like I said, if the wrong people believe these accusations, like, this is like jail time, freaking like relationship ending, like, this is bad.
First time I get banned for 2 weeks, appeal down to 2 days because I call Frogan fat. Okay. Nothing happens to her for saying all American soldiers are PTSD. Next time I get a warning because I say Denims is brainless and her only good content is on OnlyFans. You're welcome for the plug again. And I get a warning, which, by the way, has been appealed and removed, by the way. And now here we are. I also got banned because I told a chatter to kill themselves, but I haven't done it again. Okay, I deserve that one, absolutely. The point is, I deserve all of these. I called two women whores. I deserve to get banned, absolutely. Sure, why the fuck not? I did something bad. Too. That's not my problem. My problem is that nobody else is getting banned here. My problem is, and the reason that I'll never stop talking about this, is due to the fact that the hypocrisy of Twitch, the double standards, where one party gets banned and the other doesn't, when they legitimately did something, and with no exaggeration, 1,000 times worse, is a absolute fucking joke.
Yeah.
It is. It is a...
And this is why I decided to start streaming on Kick directly. When Tectone got his last ban, that's when I was like, that's it, I'm going to start streaming on Kick.
Absolute fucking joke. It's embarrassing. These people should be ashamed. And it makes a mockery of the entire terms of service and every streamer on the platform. Now, things that have happened while I was gone. Twitch added in some nice features that you can have to pay for when you can get them for free on other platforms like YouTube and Kick.
Yeah.
Good job. The dumb get dumber. I reach out to my partner manager. I have a 7-day ban. On day one. Sorry, I'm trying not to get mad. On day one, I complete my appeal. I completed my appeal, and they sent me an email they did not notify me of. And when they send you this particular email, you were supposed to be notified via DM.
Okay.
As I was the past 2 times.
Oh,
they sent
thank you for the follow. Thank you very much.
A DM, and the DM is a link. Sorry. I happened to stumble upon this in my Gmail because I was looking for my Twitch email of why I got banned again, just to look at it and be angry. And I see they sent me the survey email, which is that you fill out this little survey on how to not fuck up again. You do it, and then that finishes the appeal. Unfortunately, I didn't finish that until day 3 because I didn't fucking know they sent it to me. Because they're supposed to DM you, hey, check your email.
Right.
Because I'm sure, like every other streamer, we get spam emailed nonstop.
Yep.
We get notified every single time somebody gets a follow.
Yep.
I get notified every single time I get a fucking sub.
Yep. Same here. That's the same here.
Okay, my Gmail inbox looks like it's a disaster, right? So I get literally hundreds of thousands of emails every single fucking day. So they're supposed to DM you directly or notify you on Twitch, you know, the platform that I stream on. Now, obviously they couldn't message me on Twitch this time for not a warning, but for a full ban because I can't access my account. But they could have sent it to my appeals page as well, which I can access, or my direct DMs.
Yeah.
So I fill it out. I do the survey on day 3. Day 3 finishes, no notification. Day 4 finishes,
no notification.
I sent my rep an email. I say, hey, I've done my appeal. I've submitted my survey. I finish it. You only need an 80%. I passed it with a 100. And I say, hey, I've done my appeal.
No, it should
I've done
be
my
fine.
survey. I passed them both. You've acknowledged I shouldn't have been banned. You've acknowledged that what has happened is honestly not good. Why am I still not banned? They say, let me look into that. 24 hours pass.
Oh my God.
And this is where I'm going to leak a screenshot. 24 hours pass.
A screenshot. Tectone's got receipts.
My appeal has been approved for 3 days, and I'm still not unbanned. Hey, I see your appeal was accepted and you completed the SEP quiz. Your suspension will be reduced from 7 days, from 14. So you'll be unbanned on the 11th. Guys, it was only a 7-day ban.
Yeah.
The ban wasn't 2 weeks.
Days. No.
The ban wasn't 14 days.
So they fucked up. And now they're trying to cover their tracks and be like, oh, hey, guess what? Everything's fine now.
It was a 7-day ban. I say I was only banned for 1 week. I didn't have a 2-week ban. I then had to explain to these people how to do their own job. I provided 3 different screenshots of me showing that my ban's always been 7 days. Because for some reason, I wasn't believed that the ban was just 7 days.
Because, you know, there's not like a file or something that you can look at on the computer or anything that will tell you this. No. You need to provide screenshots and shit. What the fuck? Seriously? Holy shit. That is ridiculous.
I don't just have one screenshot showing that my ban was 7 days. It's always been 7 days. Before the appeal, it was 7 days. After the appeal, it was 7 days. This is my ban after the appeal that you can see right here. This is my ban before the appeal. It's been 7 days. It's always been 7 days. And they said, well, we're going to reduce your 14-day sentence to a 7-day sentence. Guys, the people at Twitch are so incompetent. The people of Twitch are so fucking dumb. They don't even know what they did when they banned a streamer for an unjust reason.
Yeah.
If you're not understanding what this problem is yet, guys, if me filling out the appeal and me filling out the survey reduced my sentence by 7 fucking days, that means my 7-day ban should have been a 0-day ban.
Yeah, it should be 0. It shouldn't be fucking 14 down to 7 when there was no 14 in the first place. Like, that's retarded. And it needs to, holy shit. This is why I'm streaming on
I
Kick.
got banned for 5 days and 17 hours for nothing. Due to their own team. Due to their own team's incompetence. I sat for 5 days and 17 hours over a ban that I should have never gotten. It doesn't exactly instill trust. It doesn't exactly instill faith. It doesn't exactly make me feel good that I just lost a week's worth of income for no reason.
Yeah, literally.
Now, I want to ask you guys, did any other party involved sue them? Yeah, guys, let me go sue Twitch. You think an individual can body a corporation? The legal system is fucking bullshit.
That was a dumb
Stop throwing words around like, oh, dude, take him to court, take him to court. It never fucking works. No. Me dealing with, you guys know what that one chick said. Me dealing with that is just about the gayest shit of all time.
Yeah.
The legal system is easily abusable. This shit is beyond retarded. And I don't want to hear anybody talking about this shit, especially if this retarded ass hoe Denims is going to say, oh, well, actually, he should have just done this. Bitch, you failed your own lawsuit versus Ethan. So shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. Oh, actually, it's defamation per se. Where'd your court case? Where'd your court case go, bitch? Where'd it go? Suck my dick. Oh, by the way, that's all a joke, and I'm just kidding. Denims, I bet you're a wonderful person. I'm sorry for saying that. Anyways, the point is, too many people think they know how these things work when they fucking don't.
Yep.
Another 7-day ban? Great. Like, I give a f. Here's what I'm going to get at, guys, and here's the reality. One day, and one day soon, I will be permanently banned off this platform.
Yep.
I don't know when, but I know it's going to happen. There is absolutely no way that these people are this fucking stupid. There is no way. There simply must be an agenda, and it's one of two options. There's an agenda against me, or this is quite literally the dumbest platform of all time.
I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest. I think the memory issues are on YouTube. Oh, fuck. Experimental flags and super chats? The fuck? That's kind of crazy. Oh, man. But this is why I started streaming on Kick, because I, like, also the 95-5 revenue split on Kick is way better than the 50-50 revenue split. Just saying.
It's embarrassing. There is no justice. I was once again banned for doing nothing wrong. And if the thing that I did that was wrong was so bad, why did nobody else get banned for what they did?
Yeah.
Riddle me that, Batman. This shit is a joke. Hope to God it gets better. It won't. And to be honest, you will probably be seeing a video about me getting banned again very, very, very soon.
Probably.
Because I love my job. I just hate the people in charge. What a joke this has been. I will not let anybody forgive or forget what has happened. Because that is how we lead to stagnation. And that is not how we get change. And we desperately need that change. Something doesn't add up. Something doesn't sit right. And I have a feeling they're going to find any reason to ban me again in the very near future.
Oh, they absolutely
We will see what happens. But for now, what a load of horseshit this was. How in the f do you f things up this bad? May God have mercy on your soul. Like, comment, subscribe, boys.
It's true, though. It's so true. Like, that is so incompetent. It's nuts. Like, I can't even imagine how pissed off Tectone was when he got that ban. Like, I just, oh. Thanks for the sub, Zach. I got the Prime Lottery. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the Prime sub. And let's quickly jump to Kick and check what's going on over there. Okay. Creator dashboard. Creator dashboard. Wonder if what happens if I hit M. Will it mute? Oh, it did! Yay! I can keep Kick open. I can keep chat open now. Yay! Okay. All right. All right. So, I'm just trying to figure out where the hell chat messages go. Because I'm trying to check chat so I don't feel like you guys, or so you guys don't feel like I'm ignoring you. Okay. At least I figured out how to mute, which is good. Okay. So let's go back over to Twitch. And let's pop over here. And go back over here. And close the window. Whew. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be our fun thing here. What's our time here? 11:43. Let's see. I am gonna quickly do a break screen. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen, and I'm going to quickly run up and take my meds. and then I'll be back. So, please consider sharing the stream out, and going to the Streamlabs link for priority messaging, or get going and subbing on Kick or Twitch. I am going to put on a music, and I will be right back. we're back. Thank you for waiting. Okay, we have reached the 2-hour mark. And we are here to continue on as much and more as I can go. I don't know how much longer my throat can go, but we'll see. We are almost here at midnight, so we'll see what we can do here, and I don't know if I can make it till 2, but we'll try. Okay. Where were we? Right. We're gonna laugh at Greta Thunberg. And we are going to watch Noxtaku because he is hilarious. Okay. Let's take this is gonna be the long one. You know what? I might end on this one, but we'll see. Let's pop back over to our shared screen and let's get going.
No intro today. Doom Goblin in trouble. Today, we have some pretty insane stuff to talk about. This is the best story of all time. This is easily the greatest story on the history of the channel. Now, for those of you that are unaware, there is a certain situation going on in the Middle East. Something with Israel, Gaza, something's going on. It's hard to keep track these days. However, for those of you that have been keeping up, Greta Thunberg, a professional retard and activist of anything that could grift some more money and clout, she has decided, I am going to save Palestine.
Yes.
That's it, guys. I'm going to save Palestine. So she decided to lock in, get a boat, and sail to Palestine to save the day. Now,
sail to Palestine on a boat without sails, because fuck the environment, right? And 50-foot boat. Her and 11 other activists show up with fucking 5 kilograms, 10 pounds of flour. That's what they brought to save Palestine.
Now, she was stopped. She was stopped by the Israeli military because obviously she's sailing to a war zone.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? In like the first or second Iraq wars, like fucking. Oh, let me think of a starlet of the day. Let me think. Jane Fonda, because she was so like anti-war, right? Could you imagine in the first Iraq war, the first Gulf War, if Jane Fonda and like 10 or 11 other actors got on a boat and sailed into the fucking Gulf of oh my god, sailed into the Persian Gulf. We're going to save Kuwait. Here we come. Like, oh my Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
White, this is my favorite story of all time. Okay? And Hassan Piker, like, just left his Twitch streamer, known for crying about bullshits and supporting terrorists. So Hassan Piker literally crashed the fuck out on his stream. No! I can't believe she was kidnapped by Israel.
Oh my god, she was the chosen one. She was supposed to save the force, not destroy it.
Alright, so definitely subscribe, because I will keep you up to date with this story. The twists and turns are literally fucking awesome. Alright, they are so good. You are so not ready. So I covered this story in one video in the past. As you can see, oh fuck, dude, it's the best story ever. As you can see, retard detected. Activist went to Gaza and 100% regretted it. In this video, I covered the beginning of her trip, how she ended up going on a boat, sailing towards Gaza. She saw a drone in Greece on the way to Gaza and was like, oh my god, guys, it's a drone. We're all going to die.
And I bet you it wasn't even a military drone. It was probably some, like, father and son with their drone out for a flight, and Greta was like, oh my god!
So obviously this is all a grift. She's not doing this to save shit, but she's sailing with aid to Gaza to save the day.
Yeah.
So anyway, this video went mega viral literally everywhere. This has 340,000 likes and 12 million views. And it's the greatest video ever.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden.
Okay.
If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped.
So she pre-recorded a video just in case she was... Oh my god. No way.
Likes and 12 million views. And it's the greatest video ever.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden.
Okay.
If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped.
Kidnapped, baby. She had a pre-recorded video saying how she was kidnapped. This was all a grift, okay?
It totally was. It totally was. Like, there's no way she thought she was actually going to get through the blockade. Like, there's no way. There's no way. All like 20 pounds of flour. Yeah. Yeah. It's 20 pounds of flour for like, I don't know, how much could that feed? Like maybe 10, 12 people?
Okay, I want to make this clear. This was all a grift. None of this had any idea about actually saving anyone.
No.
This was not about saving jack shit, okay? It's all for clout. Literally all for clout. I want to make this very clear. She used to care about the environment. She does not care about the environment. She used to care about some other random bullshit. Doesn't care about that either. There is a new problem that she has to grift to. All right, so she sails to a war zone, gets captured, and it's like, I can't believe I was kidnapped in international waters.
Yeah. She's literally on their shores. And she's like, it's a war zone, and she's like, oh no, how horrible.
It wasn't even international waters as far as I'm aware, but this is crazy.
In international waters by the Israeli occupational forces or forces that support Israel.
Notice how she gave 2 examples of people that might have kidnapped her. Notice how she gave
the Israeli occupational forces or forces that support Israel.
No.
It's either Israeli occupational forces. That's a strange term. Or forces that support Israel. That's very specific.
Notice how she gave 2 examples of people that might have kidnapped her. Yeah. Because this was pre-recorded. She went there with the idea in mind that of course she's gonna be stopped from entering a fucking war zone. And then she will be able to post this video crying on social media for a little bit of clout. All right, just a little bit of clout. Crying on social media. No, I was kidnapped by Israel. I can't believe it. Kidnapping.
I urge all my friends, family and comrades to put pressure on the Swedish government.
Do you see how fucking bullshit this is? She goes in there intentionally to get stopped, to claim that she is getting kidnapped, so her comrades, her fellow homies in the socialist grift movement, to put pressure on Sweden, to put pressure on Israel, to let her out.
Meanwhile, what's this war being fought over? This war that's been going on for 19 months now? What's the war being fought? Oh yeah! Actually kidnapped people. You horrible cow.
After she basically invaded the country, right? She's breaking through a blockade to provide aid to terrorists. Oh god, and Hassan is losing her shit. No, she's too old to become a Houthi slave. Don't worry, guys.
To release me and the others as soon as possible.
Yeah, so she had that literally ready, all right, literally ready to pop out, and everyone lost their shit. So the lefties are fucking losing it. I can't believe it. Israel is kidnapping a random woman in international waters, which is...
Yes, Israel just sailed out into the middle of the Mediterranean, hoping to find the flotilla of freedom.
It's obviously bullshit because she's sailing past a blockade into a war zone. So obviously that's not happening. The people on the other side are actually like mind blown that she says she's kidnapped. Yeah. Because you have to realize the reason why this entire war between Israel and Gaza started is because Gaza, to this day, Hamas in Gaza to this day still have over 50 actual kidnapped hostages in dungeons. Okay? That
actual, like, tunnels, underground, dungeons, tunnels.
That's why this war is still going on.
Yeah.
Because Hamas has yet to give back the hostages. Now, she's claiming she's kidnapped. This is the funniest thing in the world. She thought she was going to break the siege. Yeah, no. In my opinion, this was all for clout. She sailed in on purpose to get captured, to cry about getting intercepted.
Yep.
All right? Now, I wanted to go through some of this shit because it's literally the funniest situation ever, and then we're gonna look at Hassan Piker losing his mind. So Piers Morgan says, "Oh, shut up, Greta Thunberg." Now, Piers Morgan, he's not even pro-Israel,
no,
but
she's
not. So insufferable. You attention-seeking narcissist. What an insult to the actual hostages in Gaza who really were kidnapped. This stupid stunt is all about your ego, and it will make zero difference to the plight of the innocent Palestinians caught up in this dreadful war.
He's not wrong. Like, he may not be pro-Israel, but he's not wrong. She's not doing anything to help the Gaza, like, anybody in Gaza. No, but, like, that's so stupid.
Hold on, hang on, Greta, you stupid idiot, it's all bullshit. All right, so that's amazing.
God,
all right, even the people that aren't pro-Israel right now are literally losing their mind, angry that she's such a cloud-chasing grifter.
Yeah.
Now, it's very funny, because she sailed in with material aid, but it turns out the aid was just like 10 pounds of food, and they ate one of those pounds.
Yeah, they consumed some of the food that they were bringing to the Palestinians on the way to Palestine.
So it's very funny. The situation gets so much funnier after. There are videos of Israel capturing them. Oh my god, it's literally peak cinema. So this is the boat Greta Thunberg is sailing on to Gaza. She's planning to break the siege by landing in Gaza with 11 activists. Yup, Greta and 11 activists sailing to Gaza to stop the war. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this boat specifically is because they're all having a dandy old time. They're all just getting together with their nose rings and their pronouns, and they're
on the Freedom Boat
going to save people that would throw them off buildings. And the reason why I wanted to show this specifically is because if you notice, this boat does not have sails. Now, how does a boat without sails move? Oh! By fucking up the environment. So Greta is a gigantic crock. No one has any respect for her at all. Actual doom goblin out there, global warming. All right, who cares about that other grift? We don't care about the last thing. She is famous
warming. I've got Palestinians to save.
Climate change activism, by the way. So who cares about the climate? We have a new issue, and that is what we are focusing on today. Yeah, so this is the Madeline. Important. This is the ship moving without sails, obviously. Greta Thunberg and a handful of privileged activists are sailing to Gaza on a tiny boat to deliver aid. At best, they have enough supplies for maybe a dozen people. It's not humanitarian. It's pathetic. And it is pathetic, really is. And it's very funny. So I just wanted to catch you up. This is Yemen. Trigger warning. These are kids actually starving in Yemen. The reason why Greta Thunberg decided not to go to Yemen is because she doesn't care. All right? Nope. She does not give a shit about Yemen.
She would also get, like, very badly assaulted and killed in Yemen, and she knows that.
Doesn't give a shit about starving children. She doesn't give a shit about actual crises literally everywhere on the planet. The reason why she is going to Gaza is because that's the thing to worry about right now. Mm-hmm. So you got to realize the Houthi terrorists that are kind of running Yemen that Hassan Piker supports, those guys steal aid from the children of their country. 377,000 people died in Yemen because of this. I'm just bringing this up as an example because Greta Thunberg on her little boat is doing this for clout and not doing this to save anyone. If she went to Yemen, there is no blockade. All right, there's no blockade. She might be kidnapped by Houthi terrorists, but there's no blockade. Now, I wanted to show you a little reminder of the last time someone, an activist, decided to go to Gaza to help out the Hamas terrorists. All right, I just wanted to give you a reminder. So this is Mr. Arrigoni. This was filmed in 2008. Bro broke through the blockade, baby.
We're happy to see all these people because
he's doing it.
I am a happy Italian man, and I am coming to help the Palestinians.
People, but especially because we love you. We love Palestine.
Yeah, we love Palestine, and that is why we're helping you.
And we want that you have the same human rights that all the other people of the world they have. The same rights the Israelis they have, the same rights the Italians they have.
Yeah, they beheaded him. I shouldn't laugh, but like he went to help a terrorist organization. They beheaded him.
Well, yeah, they're terrorists. Oh, thank you for the aid. Yes. Now, off with your head.
Darwin Award winner. So, I'm just saying, Israel saved Greta Thunberg by not letting her into Gaza. Why did they kill him? Terrorists. Greta Thunberg's flotilla sailed right past a boat of Sudanese refugees fleeing an actual genocide, where nearly 200,000 are dead and 20 million are starving.
Yep. Cause fuck the refugees from the Sudan. They're not actually in crisis, because the world's not talking about them.
For the record, this is a 5 times scale of what's going on in Gaza.
Yep.
Just for the record. But no one cares. Sudanese lives don't fit the narrative. It's not about that.
Nope.
It's not about human rights. It's not about helping people not starve. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's about the clout. It's about the grift. The people on the college campuses are screaming about Gaza, and therefore, to Gaza, she will go. What a freaking hero. So, I wanted to show you one of the other characters on her boat. This is Thiago Avila. He is another character on the boat, one of the other activists that's on the boat with Greta Thunberg. Let's do a little digging on this guy. This is him in a Hezbollah party. Hezbollah, the terrorists in Lebanon. Hezbollah.
Oh, shit. That's interesting. I wonder if the people on the boat were in contact with Hamas at all. Keep that question in mind for later on in this video.
Hezbollah party singing Allah is the greatest, death to America, death to Israel, victory for Islam. Yeah, this is him at Nasrallah, the former leader of Hezbollah. Now he's dead. He's currently burning in hell, so he's not receiving calls. So, currently burning in hell, but after he died, this was his funeral. And of course, Thiago Avila, the wonderful activist fighting for the rights of the people, is going to the funeral of a literal terrorist, of the leader of the terrorists. Wow. Hey, it's the same motherfucker. So yeah, anyway, I think it's important to note that these are not like good people that are fighting for the cause, that are trying their best to do something amazing. No, they're grifting, fucking terrorist supporting shitbags, which is exactly why Hassan Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker is actually upset that they were captured by Israel. So
I love
this
how
is
he's got all these names for Hassan. Hassan, Epstein, Adolf, Diddy. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Greta Thunberg. Israel calls out to Greta Thunberg and her celebrities yacht for provocation, saying their attempt to dock in Gaza is dangerous, because obviously it is.
It is.
Unlawful, because it is. Because there is a legal blockade on Gaza, and undermine ongoing humanitarian efforts, which it would, because Israel and America are giving food to people in Gaza right now.
There's video of it. There's like actual video of America and Israel working together, delivering humanitarian aid to people in Gaza.
Even though Hassan will scream it's a genocide, that is not the case, obviously, because they're giving them food. So, anywho, they gave them like 2 million meals.
Yeah.
Trucks go in with food every single day, as we are going to see in just a minute, because it gets so much funnier. That you have not even begun to see how funny this fucking story gets. So, this is the statement released by the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs as the boat was approaching. The maritime zone off the coast in Gaza is closed to unauthorized vessels under a legal naval blockade
A legal naval blockade.
consistent with international law. True. The yacht is claiming that it is delivering human aid. In fact, it is a media gimmick for publicity. Also true. Which includes less than a single truckload of aid.
Also true.
Also true. Completely accurate. It is a selfie yacht.
I love that term. A selfie yacht. That is brilliant. Whoever came up with that should get an award.
Which is the craziest fucking call out of all time. Humanitarian aid is delivered regularly and effectively via different channels and routes, and it is transferred through established distribution mechanisms. Over the past 2 weeks, more than 1,200 aid trucks have entered Gaza from Israel, and she is bringing less than 1 aid truck worth of food on her boat that they already ate half of it. or a bunch of it.
That's
the Gaza
nuts.
Humanitarian Foundation has distributed close to 11 million meals directly to civilians in Gaza.
Wow.
The Gaza Maritime Zone remains an active conflict area, and Hamas has previously exploited sea routes for terrorist attacks, including the October 7th massacre.
Yep.
Unauthorized attempts to breach the blockade are dangerous, unlawful, undermine ongoing humanitarian efforts. We call on all actors to act responsibly and to channel humanitarian aid through legitimate, coordinated mechanisms, not through provocation.
That seems fairly reasonable. That's very, very aggressive on the part of Israel, I say with all sarcasm.
That was Israel's statement. Now, another person in Israel, the defense minister, Israel Katz, he made a statement as well. The state of Israel will not allow anyone to violate the naval blockade of Gaza, the purpose of which is first and foremost to prevent the transfer of weapons to Hamas, a murderous terrorist organization that holds our hostages and commits war crimes. All completely true. And then he said to the anti-Semitic Greta,
To the anti-Semitic Greta. God damn, dude.
and her fellow Hamas propaganda spokespeople, I say clearly turn back because you will not reach Gaza. All right, so it became incredibly clear. Greta, this is not happening. Okay, you are not breaking a military blockade to possibly give weapons to terrorists and enter an ongoing war zone. All right, pretty reasonable, I would say, to be honest, to bring less than one aid truck worth. I think it's like 10 kilos of food. So it's the craziest shit. Now, I'm telling you, it gets so much funnier. So this is when they realized that people were showing up. So this is when the Israeli forces showed up. The Israeli forces showed up to, quote unquote, capture them.
Yes. They sailed out into international waters to capture them.
All right, this is amazing. And they're freaking out. Uh-oh, Israel's coming.
Phones in the water, please.
They're losing their mind, and look at what they're doing.
Did you hear that?
Phones in the water, please.
Phones in the water, please. That is not from the Israelis. That is on the boat.
They're losing their mind, and look at what they're doing. They're throwing their cell phones out the window. They are throwing their own cell phones into the sea. I have no idea why they decided that was a good move.
Quick, ditch your phones. It'll make it seem more believable that we've been kidnapped. Also, we've been talking to Hamas. So ditch your phone.
No clue. I tried to figure out why they did it. I have no idea. I don't know. Do they really want to be victims that badly that they're purposefully cutting off their own communication so it could be like, oh, we can't even communicate with the outside world? They throw their own cell phones into the sea.
Funny thing is, you could buy phones in Israel. It's not like a fucking backwards nation. It's like oh no, we're throwing our phones out the window of the yacht. We'll never be able to get a phone till we get back home because they don't sell phones in Israel. We're completely cut off. Nobody's got a phone. We're fucked. It'll be perfectly fine.
Phones in the water, please.
Yes, phones in the water, please.
Look at it. Did you see? He just threw his phone into the sea. Oh my God. I don't know if this is destroying evidence or, I'll be honest, my opinion is they were in active communication with Hamas terrorists. That's my opinion. And that is a crime, actually.
It is a
to
crime.
provide material support to terrorists is a crime. It's a
And you're probably right about them talking to Hamas.
war crime. So my guess is they all threw their phones in the water so that they can't actually find out that they were in direct communication with providing material support to terrorists.
Yep.
That's my guess. I don't know. However, what is very funny is Greta Thunberg is the climate change activist. F the environment. They just throw their phones into the Mediterranean, bro. They literally say, throw your shit into the sea.
And they're live streaming.
Dude, this is awesome. The fact that they live stream this shit is hilarious.
Quick, throw the phones out.
My computer! Not my computer! Oh, the computer! Oh, no!
Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
Give me the phone! Throw out the phone! Kill the dolphins! We don't care about dolphins!
Yes. Give me the phone.
Give me the phone! This guy's like, no, I really don't want to give you my phone. And he's like, no, I don't care! Delete internet history! The Israelis are coming!
Everyone, assume position. That's not the position at all.
Assume position, that's not the position.
Cannot be here. You need to take a seat.
Raise your hand, they are coming! Actual morons. No, this is actually retarded.
This is fucking.
Can you hear us, please? You must protect us.
Right now.
Please, everyone, make sure that you make noise. If anything happens to us,
if anything happens, your sacrifice is not in vain. What the fuck are you talking about? Your sacrifice is in vain. Your sacrifice is literally in vain. Okay? It is. But these people are martyring themselves for what? For clout?
added to the long list of war crimes that Israel has.
Do you see what they're doing? They want war crimes to be done to these people so that they could essentially act as martyrs to some fucking ridiculous cause. Like, it is actually insanity. And I mean, to be honest, this is not surprising. They support Hamas. That's Hamas's whole shtick. They started the fucking war. Obviously, they are all for this kind of war crimes. Now, I think that this is very telling, so I'm just going to show you this as like a little mini tangent. This is a guy from Gaza who lost, I think, 53 family members. Jesus. And he is talking about how Hamas is evil. All right? And this is him doing a debate with somebody. And you have to see what the argument is on the side of Hamas. She's saying that all the destruction and death in Gaza is worth it to let people know how bad it is. Right. What? She's just admitting it out loud. She's just saying and he is talking about how Hamas is evil. All right? And this is him doing a debate with somebody. And you have to see what the argument is on the side of Hamas. She's saying that all the destruction death in Gaza is worth it to let people know how bad it is. Wow. What? She's just admitting it out loud. She's just saying it out loud. Hospitals, obviously. Gaza in hopes. They're terrorists.
He had to cut that part out. I was actually listening to this video when it dropped yesterday, and he had the actual clips. I think he had to cut it out.
Let me remind you, Hassan Piker supports them for some reason, but they're terrorists. They're fucking terrorists. Yeah. And now you have to realize, that's what Greta Thunberg just said in her yacht. She just said, they'll commit war crimes on us, and we will become martyrs for the international conflict. Did you hear this? This is the logic that all the terrorist supporters say. Isn't that unreal?
That is fucking unhinged behavior. And it's people like Greta and Hassan that have platforms that are able to fucking weaponize this thought process in the Western fucking spheres.
It's shocking.
It is.
And that's what Hassan supports when he supports the Hamas terrorists. Exactly what she said. Your family's sacrifice is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So that's what she's saying here right now, Greta Thunberg.
We are being presented right now. Everyone here is safe. No one is wounded right now. Very important that you know. No one is wounded.
No one here is wounded right now. Of course not. They're not going to fucking open fire on a group of international fucking dumbass activists on a 50-foot yacht. They're just not.
No one is wounded. He's saying that because if one of them gets wounded, then they'll be like, bam, we got you. Yep. You wounded me. You're a war criminal. Something like that. That's the strategy.
Until the time they boarded our boat. Okay? Please raise the alarm.
Please raise the alarm.
Okay, take over the phone.
And in the water right now. I'm in the water.
Oh God, they're getting close.
Phones need to go.
The phones need to go. That's a very interesting thing he keeps saying.
Phones in the water.
Phones in the water. Let's go. Phones in the water.
Take this.
Quickly, phones away. Phones in the water. We have nothing to hide, by the way. Phones in the water.
Yeah, we have nothing to hide. But phones in the water.
Oh no, another phone.
We have no signal. Don't sign. Mike, hotel. Could you put my SIM number? Yes. Don't shoot. 2. Okay, everyone. The interception is being calm until now. It's not.
The interception has been calm. Okay.
The interception has been. Of course it has. They knew you were coming. They're not gonna fuck. Oh Jesus.
This is totally normal. Insanely normal shit happening. And they arrived. They're all screaming phones in the water, but they're accidentally just live streaming this whole thing. Oh god. Yeah.
Calm down, everyone.
It's like, calm down. Their hands are up. They were
down,
actually
everybody.
caught.
Just
And
throw
dude,
away
it
your
gets.
phone.
Dude, you have no idea how funny it gets. This is the greatest image on the internet. So this is an Israeli soldier handing a turkey wrapped sandwich in plastic. All right, you have to realize she's a vegan climate change activist. Okay, this is Greta Thunberg, a vegan climate change activist who is anti-plastic. Okay, her whole shtick is plastic bad. You got to use paper straws, and they give her a turkey sandwich wrapped in plastic. And there she is with the biggest smile you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, thank you for the sandwich. Yeah. I actually love turkey. It's my favorite. Everybody thinks I'm vegan, but I'm really not.
I have never seen her smile before. This image is a killer.
The Israelis got Greta to smile. Yay! It's a Christmas miracle.
Is a killer. Oh, this is the craziest dude. I love this whole fucking. I hate virtue signalers so much. You have no idea how much I hate virtue signalers, and she is getting cooked. The only smiling picture of Greta Thunberg ever is from today, where she saw Israelis. Oh, that.
Oh look, it's the Jews. They're so cute.
It's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, everything backfired so badly, it's insanity. Greta Thunberg's aid flotilla had less than 1 truckload of food. It's all about creating drama, with Greta continuing her usual grift to stay relevant after ditching her climate change agenda. These are disgusting fucking people. Yep. Nice big smile. But anyway, it gets so much funnier. So this, you have to see this clip, bro.
The maritime zone of the coast of Gaza is close to naval traffic.
Obviously, there's a war.
As part of a legal naval blockade. If you wish to deliver humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip, you are able to do so through the port of Ashdod via the established channels and distribution centers.
Oh yes, this sounds very, very, very aggressive and like they're trying to kidnap her. Excuse us, but the name that this is a blockade. If you'd like to help, you can go over here to this port, and we'll show you where to go.
Basically, what Israel announced is, hey, we know you want to give your humanitarian aid to people in Gaza. We're going to let you do that. They let her into Israel to the port of Ashdod, which is a city on the south, and they let her in, and they're like, you could go and just bring the food. We will help you. Bring the humanitarian aid to the people in Gaza. So congratulations. You get to bring your extra 10 pounds of food. Of course, the media covers this as a kidnapping. Yeah.
Oh, of course. It's totally a kidnapping with, assistance and, food and to realize, because the media is like wild levels of bullshit. But this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. Look at these people. Look at them with their hands up, terrified, shaking in their boots. And here you have videos of like soldiers. They come in with a whole bunch of plastic water bottles. This is Greta Thunberg in the green hat. Dude, she look at them. Fucking losers. Oh Lord. And they all, there we go. Oh damn, look at them. They're all just sitting there. Here you go. Have some sandwiches. Yes, they're
Sandwich for you.
Very, very kidnapped.
There you go. Damn. Damn, they're being treated a lot better than the people that actually got kidnapped by terrorists, you know? But anyway, Greta has been arrested by the IDF after failing to comply. The IDF now has the ship and all 50 kilos of flour in its possession as well. Whoopee. Whoopee. But nah, dude, because it gets wilder. So this is the PR team, okay?
Oh, of course.
This is Greta's PR team going crazy. Release the hostages. Israel took 12 international hostages.
12 international hostages.
Release those hostages now. Bro,
Totally.
they sailed in! They sailed in! They tried to break a military blockade, and they're like, yo, we'll just take you to the port. And they're like, Oh no! Oh Lord! 12 hostages.
Yeah, they're like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. This is like I can't even come up with an analogy. That's how dumb this is.
You realize this war is fought because Hamas still has hostages, okay? That's why this war is still happening. I'm telling you, these people are actually retarded. It's incredible. So Israel, it's crazy that they're fucking tweeting from their the official country of Israel account.
This is amazing.
This story didn't get fucking retarded enough. Good morning to all our followers, sunshine. In case you missed it, the selfie yacht is safely making its way to the shores of Israel. The passengers are safe and were provided with sandwiches and water and are expected to return to their home countries. Yep.
Yes, because that's what we do with hostages. We feed them, and then we return them home. It's this radical new thing we're trying.
Yep. Not hostages, it turns out. And then this fucking emoji. I don't know who tweeted this shit. The tiny amount of aid that wasn't consumed by the celebrities, in quotes, will be transferred to Gaza through real humanitarian channels. Look at you. You guys did it. You fucking did it. More than 1,200 aid trucks have entered Gaza from Israel within the past 2 weeks. Close to 11 million meals were transferred to the HF directly to civilians in Gaza. There were always ways to deliver aid to the Gaza Strip. They do not involve provocations and selfies. Damn, it's...
That's from the official, like, country of Israel account. That is awesome.
Crazy, bro. Israel's not good at, like, overall, Israel is so bad at, like, messaging, but this was the funniest shit in the world because of how they used the smiling image of Greta Thunberg. They used the smiling image. Oh my fucking god, dude.
It's like the people from Wendy's, the Wendy's Twitter account, were given access to Israel's Twitter account.
Crazy.
For a day.
Israel and the U.S. send millions of tons of food into Gaza and the world's starvation. Israel feeds the flotilla clowns food and water. And the world kidnapping. True. All right, I showed this already. So, this is the BBC. The BBC, the British news, the fucking super mega woke bullshit news. Madeleine passengers will be shown video of October 7th attacks. Oh shit, no wait, I skipped that one. Dude, so the defense minister, Yisrael Katz, said, it's appropriate that the anti-Semitic Greta and her Hamas-supporting group see the atrocities committed by Hamas against women, the elderly, and children, and understand who Israel is defending itself against. So,
and isn't he one of the two ministers that the UK and Canada are sanctioning? I believe.
Apparently, Israel decided, you know what? We're going to give you guys a special movie theater time. We're going to bring you into a fucking movie theater, and we are going to play you the chapter black tape of all the atrocities that Hamas committed that were too dark to be made public. For the record, this is the thing this is the footage that they refused to publish anywhere out of respect for the families, but they did show people like Trump and specific, different government entities.
They're gonna show them the tape that they show like world leaders and shit. That's gonna be eye-opening.
And they're like, you know what? We're gonna fucking show the fucking tape of the atrocities and all the mutilated children to Greta Thunberg. I mean, hey, they came all the way. They came all the way. God damn, this is fucking crazy, by the way. Holy shit. So anyway, the BBC, the British super mega woke articles, they said Madeleine passengers will be shown video of October 7th attacks. Israel's Minister of Defense, Israel Katz, said he has instructed the Israel Defense Forces to show the activists the video from the 7th October massacre that they put in quotation marks.
What the fuck, BBC? Wow. Quotations around the word massacre. Didn't something like 1,200 people die in one day? I'm pretty sure that's a massacre. I don't care what side you're on. That's a massacre, and you don't need to put that in quotations. That's fucked up.
When they arrive in Israel.
Wow.
They put it in quotation marks, bro. This is like shocking, bro. I have to realize Greta Thunberg never said anything about October 7th. She only cares about this because this is currently the issue. And people have been going
you know what? She needs to fucking have a bit of a slap in the face. She's been out of school. She never finished school. She's been out of school since she was 16 years old. She's 22 now. She's fucking doesn't know anything about anything. And she needs a bit of cold water over her head.
Really, like, mad on social media, and it's like, this is Greta Thunberg saying that she was kidnapped. This is the Bibas family, a family that was kidnapped and all murdered in captivity by Hamas terrorists, right? This is Greta Thunberg saying that she was kidnapped.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped.
Right, so this is her saying she was kidnapped.
Allahu Akbar!
This is a girl who was actually kidnapped. And like, it's crazy.
Just, isn't that just lovely? That just that fucking duplicity. And fucking, ugh. Did you see Greta on a plane? Priceless. Oh, yeah. Yep. At a music festival for peace and for Palestinians. Yes. Yes.
Crazy to see this side by side by how much of just a clout chasing grifter she actually is.
She is
it's
a
absolutely
literal
insane.
fucking
So
cow.
Joe Rogan also has been popping off because everyone thinks that Greta Thunberg is a gigantic fucking loser. So look at Joe Rogan.
Greta Thunberg. What is that lady? That lady's moral outrage and what have you done? How dare you? And everybody's like, yes, we like what you just did. And so now 16-year-old kid travels all over the world, flying around in jets, telling everybody they're bad for ruining the environment. She gets
in jets. Meanwhile, like, causing way more damage to the environment than most of the people she's yelling at.
to feel morally superior.
Yep. And it's always been a cloud grift. And dude, he hates her. So
Yeah,
this is him
he always-
covering her
he's
going
always
to Gaza.
hated
And
her.
it's the funniest shit in the world.
Bro, that little how dare you girl?
Yeah.
How dare you? You know, the climate change girl?
True.
You know, the little
Oh, yeah.
autistic girl?
She's an
well, now
adult now, nobody
she's
cares.
free Palestine. She's singing things off her
It
phone.
sucks
Now she's at the
seeing
front
video of this. It sucks not being able to be there and stop this. I can imagine. I can
of
absolutely
a boat like
imagine.
George Washington making its way to Gaza.
Whatever.
So it's like, there she is. Leonardo
Yeah, who cares about the environment? They're busy throwing shit into the sea.
DiCaprio.
She's got a nice boat. From the river to the rising sea level.
She's going to
Not
fix
bad,
it.
dude.
She's going to break the
Hey,
Israeli
not bad.
head.
She's gonna break the naval blockade.
I should got more.
Bro, those IDF guys are going to turn her into cat food.
And they're just laughing. Okay, that's fucked. That's crazy.
They will light her up from the fucking shore before she's even close. They don't play no
Everyone's
games.
gonna.
They don't play
Both sides are gonna blow that boat.
Yeah, they don't play
the second
no
they
games.
see it. Yeah. Maybe come together on who gets to blow it up. Maybe that can.
Bro, look at the conversation they're having.
Nobody likes this bitch. Nobody. Literally nobody likes this.
Everyone knows that she is a gigantic grifter.
Yeah.
Look at this conversation.
The gap here
Could be.
sacrificing
herself for all of us. Well, she could be just the best person ever.
Nothing greener.
Or she could be someone that they take advantage of and use at the front of the line for every cause.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who knows if George Soros decided to fucking use Greta Thunberg for her random bullshit causes.
Ooh.
It's one of those.
She's a young kid, man. It's so crazy.
She's 22, by the way, right now.
To take a young kid and like put them
Alter
as
their
the,
lives. This is gonna be your life now forever.
You're the face of X, Y, and Z.
This
You're
is
the
this
face
is
of-
this is
Even if it's not up to her, and it is obviously not obviously, but it could be out of her hands. She probably has handlers
anymore.
and political shit. But
Oh,
it's like,
for now.
at least she's
gainfully
trying.
employed. Yeah, gainfully
But then
employed.
going to Palestine is like those people going to the unchartable islands and be like, "Hi, I'm Christian."
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened to the last guy.
Yeah.
That's true. She is such a grifter. It's so sad. And like her parents were just
like North Sentinel Island.
Jesus,
guy.
you've forsaken me. That's
Oh,
just
crazy. bro.
Or the white social worker who goes into Baltimore ghetto. He's like, "Hey, everybody, I'm here," and they just beat the fuck out of him.
Okay, interesting
Whoa,
twist. But yeah,
where did
so
that
I
come
thought it's
from?
kind of insane that to just see everyone is come together to make fun of her. Funny in that this little troll girl never smiles. See, everyone is talking about how insane this is. Now they should take her on a tour of their desalination plants. Show her how they invented drip irrigation so the deserts could bloom. Explain how the land was malaria-ridden swamp until they cleaned it out. Yep, that's the Jews. But anywho, so, you know, the Israel Foreign Ministry tweeted that all the passengers
Iraq
of the
was
stealthy
bad,
yacht are safe.
But I can't imagine what the dudes that were sent to Afghanistan had to endure. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. It's I love listening to the Unsubscribed podcast with Pink Hollow because they have some fascinating stories. Like Eli Double Tap has some crazy stories.
They're safe and unharmed. They're provided sandwiches and water. And in comes Hassan Piker, retweeting one of the wildest tweets ever. Israel makes a photo op of offering international hostages. What the fuck? They sailed in. Food and water after kidnapping them.
They went there. They went there.
Bro, they sailed in. For trying to bring food and water, 10 kilos, to starving Palestinians in Gaza, which Israel is feeding right now, and Hamas is trying to starve, and Hassan is supporting the Hamas terrorists that are trying to starve their own people.
Of course.
So, Hassan made a little video about this, so I thought we absolutely have to watch him lose his goddamn shit. Like, you have to realize, this is Greta Thunberg literally taking her boat and going into a legal blockade.
Yeah, it's not like Israel is being condemned internationally for setting up the blockade. It's fucking legitimately up
a war zone, and surprised that her ship gets intercepted. Like, she did it all for clout. She knew she was going to get intercepted. In my opinion, she absolutely did it all for the clout. So I have to show you this, because Hassan decided I am going to make a video just literally crying and shitting about how Greta Thunberg was captured.
This is Rima Hassan's team that also sent me this message, okay? I'm reading it to you. Urgent.
I am reading it to you. This is so sad.
This is so sad and so horrible.
Arrest of the Freedom Flotilla crew by Israeli forces. Rima Hassan, Greta Thunberg. Interception of the Freedom Flotilla by Israel. Illegal detention of 12 humanitarian workers and peaceful activists, including French MEP Rima Hassan.
It's illegal about taking.
Why does he talk? Like, when he reads, it's almost like he reads and like reads aloud too fast so that his audience can't quite catch what he's saying. Do you ever notice that?
Taking them to shore when they invaded your space. You know, countries have borders for a reason.
On and Swedish activist Greta Thunberg. We express our strongest outrage following the interception today by Israeli authorities of the Freedom Flotilla of
But look at him reading it like it's a eulogy.
Humanitarian aid intended for the civilian population of Gaza, which had been subjected to a total blockade since March 2nd, 2025.
Except they're getting food right now. They got 11 million meals went into Gaza over the last couple of weeks. Not that Hassan, over the last week, I think. Not that Hassan cares because he supports the terrorists, as I've covered in my previous video on the How Fucked is Hassan Piker franchise. And also, she knew this would happen. She pre-recorded kidnap videos.
On board the ship were 12 humanitarian workers and peaceful activists engaged in a strictly civilian, non-violent mission.
Yes, and they were non-violently escorted to a port where they could do their humanitarian work.
Among them were French members of the European Parliament Rima Hassan and Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg, both widely recognized for their commitment to human rights and international justice. This interception, carried outside Israeli territorial waters, constitutes a blatant violation of international law, including maritime and humanitarian law.
Except it doesn't, because they were going to infiltrate a blockade to support material aid to terrorists. So you're wrong!
The crew members and the confiscation of aid intended for a population of immediate humanitarian distress is unacceptable.
Dude, they literally drove their ship past people actually in need of humanitarian aid to go to the terrorists.
Yes! Like, they literally, like, there was a humanitarian opportunity sailing right by them in the other direction. And they're like, nope, not those brown people.
We call upon states, the European Union, the United Nations, and the entire internet.
We call upon the United Nations! Dude, this was all part of the plan. It was all about that shit.
International community to strongly condemn this illegal detention, demand the immediate and unconditional release of all crew members, urge Israeli authorities to allow humanitarian aid in Gaza in full compliance with international law. It's the responsibility of all nations committed to human rights to speak out against these flagrant violations of international law by Israel. Solidarity is not a crime. Free the Freedom Flotilla's crew. And then there's a contact number. Why isn't this national news? You mean
it literally is national news?
It is! Oh my god! It is in national news. You fucking freak. What is... Like... Ugh. This is... crazy.
News. The official Sweden Prime Minister tweeted this. Okay? This is national news. Stop making believe that it's not. The BBC talked about it.
International news. It's supposed to be.
It is. It literally is.
It's just that I think.
And also, you have to realize the UN was providing aid to the people in Gaza, but the people in Gaza were still starving, quote unquote. You know why? Because Hamas was stealing the food. I've proven this already. You can watch my previous video on Hassan, the 550% fucked video.
And, well, not to mention that UNRWA is known to help.
Part of it is all of the fascist governments
Dude, this is my favorite part.
are doing fascism in real.
All the fascist governments, which is all of them, by the way, except for the Islamic fascists.
The fascist governments that are doing fascism.
Islamic fascists, Hassan likes those, but the non-Islamic fascists, they all came together, and they are all sitting together to not talk about
Hassan Baghdad Bob from now on.
Greta Thunberg sailing into a fucking war. What are you talking about?
Real time at the same time.
All the fascists are doing fascism at the same time. This is incredible political coverage by.
Yes, this is the most fascinating political commentary. All the fascists are doing fascism.
Hamas, Diddy, Bin Laden, Adolf Epstein Piker.
They've decided that today is a good time to do it. You know, today is the time where they were like, "This is a
No, that doesn't sound quite right.
fantastic opportunity
Yeah, now we're all gonna do fascisms. Said America deserves 9/11. Hassan Piker.
to do fascism today." Here's Greta Thunberg's pre-recorded message from, I guess, like right before their capture. We're gonna take a look right now.
Yeah, let's look.
Thunberg, and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli occupational forces.
First of all, you recorded this video before, so we don't even know if it was international waters. We don't know anything.
Or forces.
Oh, look at Hassan. He's so sad. His baby girl.
That support Israel. I urge all my friends, family, and
crying?
comrades to put
Yes!
pressure the Swedish government to.
So cute though. They have matching keffiyehs, matching.
Is he fucking crying about this?
Matching little fucking terrorist outfits.
Release me and the others as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, they recorded these before.
Yeah, no shit.
My name is Greta Thunberg, and I
before
am
they
from
got
Sweden.
apprehended.
If you see,
Yes, before they got apprehended, you retard. What are you talking about? She just said that if you're watching this, I was apprehended either by Israel or by someone else.
Yeah, she literally just confirmed that. And he's like, yeah, they've recorded this before. My God. Like, what are you? Me when I'm half-assing this? Just repeating what was just said?
She literally said this.
this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters
you haven't?
by the Israeli occupational
I guess
forces.
they made the video before because she says
They made the video before, cause it's a grift.
by international authorities
I urge
align
all
with
my
Israel.
friends-
She says either kidnapped by the Israeli government or by other international forces. So moments before
So yeah, it was recorded before, and it's all a grift. True.
the Israeli forces abduct the activists.
Please go to places. خذوا مواقعكم من فضلكم.
By the way, they're speaking Arabic here. Bro, there's no way he watches this through Al Jazeera. Dude, there is actual footage.
Oh my God, he really? Really? Hassan can't even fucking be bothered to get the footage that Nux did? Wow. That's pretty crazy.
He only watches Al Jazeera. It's insane. This is Qatar-based propaganda news.
They drop chemicals on them.
They did not! This is a lie! Oh my fucking God. He just repeats shit. They dropped... You think they dropped chemicals on this fucking...
Chemicals were they oh my God. We were watching their live stream of it. Literally in the beginning of this video. What fucking chemicals were they dropping on them? Come on.
Fucking dinky boat? They put paint on the boat so that they could track it. They really needed to fucking chemical bomb 11 activists.
Yes.
And the chat's just like, they're pure evil.
They dropped chemicals from drones and made them throw their phones into the water before detaining
They
them.
did not make them throw the foot. Oh my God. Holy shit. That was done because some idiot on the boat said to do it. That's fucking...
This is a lie! They
stupid.
threw their own phones in the water! Dude, it is crazy watching him just repeat the shit that happens here. Dude, this is a lot. We literally watched the video. This is why I actually show you the footage instead of just repeat the bullshit that chat says.
Yeah. This is why even when I'm watching shit like Question Period, if I hear something from a member of parliament that doesn't make sense, I go look it up. I don't just go, oh my god, that's horrible.
They threw out their own phones. Probably because they were in contact with terrorists and going to provide material support to them.
What the
And also, you have to realize the drones that dropped chemicals did not drop chemicals. They dropped paint for tracking. And those drones it was done by Greece because they entered Greek international waters on the way to Gaza.
Yeah.
Positions, that's not a position at all. Lima cannot be here. Lima needs to take a seat. Assume your position.
They started jamming the radio so they could not ask for help. Then drones dropped white chemicals on the ship. After that, they got invaded, kidnapped, and everyone...
This is the craziest retelling of history of all time.
This is nuts. This is absolutely crazy. This is nuts. Like,
literally, dude, normally he reads tweets for a living. Normally he just pulls up some tweets and he reads them and he's like, yep, this is my in-depth coverage. Now he just reads random people from his chat.
Everyone taken to a naval base for interrogations. Oh, UV paint for tracking.
Oh, yeah, that's not chemicals.
Yeah, makes sense. Fantastic.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
So,
makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah. So no calling out the chatter that was blatantly trying to feed you misinformation. You're just gonna, oh yeah.
They just
Yeah,
dropped...
they're an unmarked ship illegally entering a legal naval blockade. Yes.
a paint, probably to track them easier. Yeah, it looks like it's just paint. Oh my god, it's the "oh, you don't like Israel" accent in real life trying to kill you. Yeah, it probably hits way different when you're directly in the presence of Israeli concentration camp guard or...
Holy. Israeli concentration camp guard. Did he... Yo, what the fuck, my dude? Literally Redcon in real life as it happens. Yeah. No, Hassan 100% believes his At least Rush Limbaugh was 90.9% correct in his predictions.
It's crazy watching him do this shit.
Or like a Gestapo person.
Right, everyone's a Gestapo. Are you aware?
Yes, let's use the words concentration camp and Gestapo in the same sentence as we are describing the Israeli guards. Well done, Hassan. Well done.
Are you aware that everyone that Hassan doesn't like is a Gestapo? If you watched Hassan Piker's 560% fucked, he made an entire video calling every police officer a Gestapo.
Yeah.
No, because like they also have guns trained up
Right, guns. Right, obviously anyone with guns is just a Nazi.
on you. Here, let's take a look at the video.
Look at him, he's like so sad.
With a gun in my chat, you're a Nazi.
As well, SOS messages to follow. This is like one of the last videos from
What's a Gestapo? It's the Nazi police.
inside of the ship.
Guys, oh my god!
Mobilize, go to places, ditch the phone, ditch the phone,
ditch the phone, ditch the phone.
Ditch the phone!
You hear them all yelling, ditch the phones, and he's still trying to run the narrative that Israel made them throw out their shit.
Phones in the water, please!
Phones in the water, please!
Ditch the phone!
Has Israel given up trying to justify
Not even gonna cover that.
their actions and gone full comic book villain? What?
What? Why do you think Israel... Okay, dude, it's crazy watching these people reading...
What the fuck? You guys are literally hearing the people on the boat ordering each other to throw their phones away. What the fuck? What happened to triggering words and triggering language? We don't have triggering words here on my channel. Yeah, COVID was a crazy time.
Reading history from one perspective. This is an unverified ship taking unidentified aid to terrorists, breaking a legal naval blockade. Why the fuck is this like so unreasonable?
Hosmer even justifies going after them. I don't think you understand. Right now, for Israel, their thing is,
get ready.
oh, well, we kidnapped them because, and we didn't kill them, right? Like,
What is he talking about?
like that's the argument is going to be,
Right.
we kidnapped them instead of killing them.
What are you?
What? Their argument is, oh, well, we kidnapped them and didn't kill them. They didn't even kidnap them. What the fuck are you on?
Talking about?
What more do you want?
He's just inventing. He's inventing this, bro.
I'm pretty sure that they think that this is like good PR. Like,
I don't know if it's good PR, but yeah, you stop people from providing material aid to terrorists in the middle of a war. Yeah, that's basic shit.
last time someone did this, we killed them.
Actually, the last time someone did this, Hamas killed them.
Yeah, that's literally. Israel didn't do it. Fucking Hamas did. Isn't that crazy?
All right, it was an Italian guy that went to Gaza to provide aid, and he was executed by Hamas. So, nice retelling of history.
Time we just simply, well, first we drone strike the previous boat off the coast of Malta, okay? And this time,
completely unverified information.
Yeah.
There is zero evidence that Israel bombed the flotilla off Malta, and the article that he's using as proof is 2016.
Oh
this is an
my
article
God.
from 2016 that he's showing. Oh my lord.
2016? Holy Jesus Christ.
It is unverified that Israel bombed the first flotilla.
it's just they're gonna these guys and say like, oh, these are activist terror. These are terror activists.
They are.
What kind of weird ass accent is that, dude? Is that your fucking Israeli accent? It sounds like a retarded Frenchman.
Proved to you earlier that one of the guys on the boat was actually at Hezbollah parties. So yeah, true.
They are there for terror. They are doing selfie. Yeah, or they're calling it the selfie yacht. All the passengers of the selfie yacht are safe and unharmed. They were provided with sandwiches and water.
Good shit. Look at that. They're feeding them and everything.
The show is over.
Hamas doesn't feed Palestinians this well.
Israel makes a photo op out of offering international hostages food and water after kidnapping them for trying to bring food and water to starving Palestinians in Gaza. The anti-Semitic aid ship.
The selfie yacht, baby. Look at that. Look at them all getting food. Look at that. Full wrapped in plastic.
So the strategy is working. Their public profile is keeping them safe. Yeah, they're disgusting little freaks over there at Israel, as you guys know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're the disgusting little freaks. Them. Not the fucking socialist fucking radicalizing self-admitted Diddy party attending fucking degenerate that we're listening to right now.
All right, so that's just casual racism of our entire ethnic group of people. So according to him, everyone in Israel is just a disgusting little freak. But don't worry, he's not anti-Semitic. He's not racist. Okay, he's not racist at all. He's not racist.
So I think they think this is banger. They think this is a banger propaganda photo op.
I think it's fucking hilarious, personally. I don't think it's propaganda, but I think it's funny.
Greta Thunberg is currently on her way to Israel, safe and in good spirits. Like, nah.
And there she is, smiling.
So serious question though, especially in
he is mauling. He is so fucking mad.
mainstream media.
Nah, she's not in good spirits. That's a fake smile.
Is this going to be good PR though for Israel? So many people already randomly hate Greta for climate stuff and being performative.
This isn't good PR or bad PR. It's just a fucking retard grifter going to be a retard and to grift.
Like, I'm telling you, they're going to say, at least we didn't kill them. What more do you want? Like,
no, they're not, because that's a ridiculous thing to say.
that's literally their PR. They're like, we're vicious monsters.
I love how he's doing this every time. He can never engage with any opposing points. He has to invent what other people are probably saying instead of actually, you know, covering what's actually being said.
But at least this time we didn't kill them. Do they?
At least this time. This is coming from the largest fucking left-leaning political content creator on fucking line.
They actually believe that people will buy this propaganda? Maybe.
What propaganda? What are you talking about? These people went on a boat and sailed to a war zone to provide aid to terrorists, and Israel stopped them, brought them to the harbor, and is letting them go. What propaganda are you talking about?
Your grandparents might. Who knows? They might be like, look.
Basically, what he actually wants, in my opinion, is for Israel to kill Greta so that he can be like, oh, look, they're monsters. They murdered an activist. That's what he wants, okay? That is exactly what Hassan wants.
Yeah, because he is the actual little freak.
Look at how tolerant Israel is. Look at how tolerant and not monstrous Israel is.
Bro, they're literally, like, yes, true. Good point.
They could have just as easily killed these guys, you know? They would do the same with Palestinians. It's not a genocide. If it was, we would have killed everyone by now. Yeah, I mean, that has been their point. Oh, my God.
Well, it is a point. If it was a genocide, then the war would have ended October 8th.
Liberal Zionists will buy this so quickly. I mean, who
That is very true.
who cares about what they have to say?
Yeah, so that's the video. It's essentially just crying and saying that Israel bad, Israel monsters, Israel terrorists, Israel bad. That's essentially his entire coverage of everything. And I have to say personally that this is incredibly funny. Because this retard is crying and mauling that Israel did not bomb Greta Thunberg. Just like that video I showed you earlier, Hassan Piker wants casualties. He supports Hamas, and that is what Hamas wants. They want casualties for propaganda. So I'm just going to show you this clip to wrap up the video because I think it's very telling. Again, largest leftist political streamer. Check this out.
There's not a single person. I mean, there's no reason to relitigate this over and over again, but there's not a single person out there that actually despises everything I stand for that has consumed my content directly.
So that's one that we picked up from More Pegasus earlier. But yeah, like that is fucking insane. Like that Greta is causing that much fucking insanity on both sides. And I love listening to Nuxtaku cover everything because it's great. It's absolutely great. He's absolutely hilarious. If you don't follow Nux, go follow him on YouTube. And now we're gonna finish off. I have a whole shit ton of stuff still to go, but I think New York City is the newest. People rioting. Yeah, we're gonna look at a decoy voice video now called Cowboy Cops just went off. And I also saw something about things starting to go down in Chicago as well. So that's always fun. Like I also have been saying over the course of the last 3 hours. Hello, everybody on Kick. I am Blind Press. I have been streaming on YouTube and Twitch for the past few years. I have now started streaming on Kick and X as well. So thank you for choosing to watch. Thank you for hanging out with me. I am still trying to figure out how chat works on that site with my screen reader, so I apologize for not seeing anybody's chats. But thank you for watching. And now we are going to start with our decoy voice.
All these LA rioters were having fun, running around looting, until Koreans started trending in California, as the LAPD apparently deployed their own rooftop Korean detail.
That's fucking hilarious.
To watch over the massive amounts of protesters taking over the streets that eventually spilled onto the 101 freeway, as it's basically LA tradition to block traffic whenever you're mad at something else.
Yep.
So now, the city deployed their armored cowboy cop cavalry to clash with the EBT class.
So they're on horses.
but sadly, their counterattacks scared the horses.
Of course they did.
So these mounted police played polo on their faces.
That's awesome! Let's play fucking, what's that Spanish thing, game on horses? It's kind of like polo, but it's not. It's highlight or something.
Then smashed out some windows for good measure. Now, of course, this 6-second clip doesn't look good, but it's not like these cowboy cops just popped out of nowhere. Because if you drove to a riot to hand out snacks and drinks like a soccer mom for insurrection, then saw those same rioters setting off explosions at the horses that are slowly marching towards you saying, "Move your car," I don't really feel sorry for you. As a mob marched onto the freeway, waving all the flags of the countries they demand they not be sent to. But when CHP responded, those coppers got trapped under the bridge.
Hold on, let me fix that. Is that what that is? How do I fix that? Oh yeah, I have to go over here. I have to go to the stream actions down over here. Okay, here we go. Where are we here? Oh, I need to set goal. Right? Hold on. How do I do this? Fucking emojis. I wish that these would go away. I don't need these around here. Do 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 do. Okay, followers only. How do I change it? You know what? I might have to Oh, I know what I have to do. I will fix it when I'm not live. 'Cause I'll be fucking around with it forever. Okay.
Rocks, or it looks like a
lot of them, yeah.
Concrete.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another scooter has now been thrown.
Oh,
you
there
saw
you go, throw. There, there's
just
smoke.
throw, yeah, smoke up there.
But the protesters were prepared for tear gas, deploying a leaf blower to send it right back, as their friends started destroying the streets to collect more rocks to throw at the cops.
They actually brought out a leaf blower to send the tear gas back. That's fucking crazy. Oh, right.
And they almost took one of them out.
Get down!
with the first rock knocking off his helmet and the next one nearly taking off his head.
No shit. That's fucking terrifying. Oh my god.
One of these cosplay revolutionaries is really gonna hurt somebody and spend the rest of their life in federal prison, all because they didn't have anything better to do on a Monday afternoon. But before that, they're just causing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damages that in theory, their own tax dollars will go to repairing. But nah.
Right. The only taxpayers, like all these left-leaning people that are like, oh, these are just taxpayers that are being deported. No, the taxpayers are fucking breaking the city apart.
That's probably not happening, so they're trying to set fire to those vehicles. And even when they tried to put it out, the cops kept getting pelted by projectiles. But eventually, the LAPD began to take back the freeway. And even though they're deploying tear gas, why won't they ever employ blue dye so they can track these guys? So after being commanded to disperse, if they show up to the next location looking like a smurf, they immediately know who the bad actors are.
Exactly. I like that idea. You know how, like, if you pull the fire alarm, your hand gets red and you can't wash the dye off? Same thing.
And there were bad actors smashing up those Waymo automated taxis.
Yep.
Also, they can do a photo shoot while waving a Mexican flag with a headband of not Spanish text. As they burned at least 4 brand new Waymos costing over $100,000 each. Where now, there's a massive migration of Waymo Jaguars fleeing the city of LA. Now this isn't the biggest issue, but it's a clear example of how cities that cater to crime clear out any potential for innovation, or at the very least, peaceful civilization, as it's impossible to invent the technology of the future when your city looks like the third world. As even outside City Hall, the mob started putting up their barricades made out of blue benches, essentially creating a no-go zone around City Hall. Also, they can have a little mini motorcycle meet.
How is that legal? How can people at City Hall be okay with this? This is like, the mayor is still trying to justify. Gavin Newsom is still saying Trump is out of line, and this is what's going on.
And in other places, the protesters are dancing. This only looks stupid because it is stupid, but you only think that because you have a purpose, as this wasn't stopping anybody, with the riot police easily bursting through their siege.
Yes, very peaceful.
And just inside, LA Mayor Bass makes a speech where you can actually hear the explosions outside.
We're working with officials, we're organizing resources, but what we're seeing in Los Angeles is chaos that is provoked by the administration.
And
oh yeah, Donald Trump is causing all these people to break up the sidewalks and curbs and throw things off overpasses and fucking loot and set things on fire. Yes, Donald Trump is doing that.
And she repeatedly blamed Trump.
And I don't want people to fall into the chaos that I believe is being created by the administration, completely unnecessarily.
So even California Governor Gavin Newsom followed suit.
Fox News is calling it the LA riots. Is it a peaceful protest? What's happening? What are you seeing?
Well, I mean, look, Donald Trump has created the conditions you see on your TV tonight. He's exacerbated the conditions. He's, lit the proverbial match.
The New Yorker had a cartoon where it was just the people dancing and Trump ordered in the guard. Oh, that's insane.
She's putting fuel on this fire.
How dare Donald Trump make your residents burn those robot taxis? And why would Donald Trump order your rioters to beat up the other rioters? As Donald Trump's 4D move makes this militia shut down the streets in your city to chant F Mayor Karen Bass and F Governor Gavin Newsom. Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom keep complaining about Trump when he's realistically the only thing keeping the mobs from getting them. But no, Newsom being stupid is his brand, as his priority today is suing President Donald Trump for manufacturing his California crisis.
Yeah, he's trying to sue the fucking president because the president saw him not taking action and took action. Like, what the fuck?
As Gavin wants to gaslight you into thinking there were no riots until Trump deployed the National Guard. But as Anthony Cabasa clearly shows us, they were destroying the city well before Trump got involved. And in what's just a masterpiece of idiocy, actor James Woods shows us burning cop cars in LA, but Newscomb retweets it saying, "This video is from 2020. And Dalton points out, yes, this video isn't from 2025 when Newsom let LA burn. It's from 2020 when Newsom let LA burn.
Exactly.
Plenty of other replies reminded him that his city is indeed currently burning. Gavin Newsom is like if gaslighting was a person, as they first tried to lie and say, these are peaceful people protesting peacefully. Nobody is burning any cars. Oh, okay. Maybe they are burning cars, but they're just having fun.
Yeah, they're having fun. Okay, maybe they are burning cars, but they're just having fun. Okay, maybe they're having fun and burning cars and causing destruction, but that was 5 years ago video.
And turn what is just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into a massive confrontation and altercation between officers.
A bunch of people.
It's just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burning. It's totally fine. Seriously, like, what in the great beyond is happening here? Like, I can't even.
People having fun watching cars burn is the new fiery but mostly peaceful. And no matter how much you hate the mainstream media, you don't hate them enough. As they're now saying, this footage isn't even recent.
A lot of these algorithms are surfacing hours old or even days old content. So you might be looking at a video of something, wondering what's happening in LA. It's actually from 2 days ago.
Good to know it's not pertinent if my vehicle was burned a couple hours ago, or maybe even yesterday. CNN thinks you being able to remember things is the real problem.
Yeah, how dare you recall stuff from a couple days ago? Like, what is CNN? Fucking Rafiki? It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
When they're not having the mayor on to lie to you about other things.
I think that our law enforcement officers can handle this situation.
And a couple hours later, the LAPD chief said the exact opposite.
We are overwhelmed as far as the number of people out there engaged in this type of activity and the type of things that they're doing.
But don't worry. Democrat congresswoman from some other state is saying LAPD is lying.
I was surprised at the way that the police chief was describing all of this. There had been no violence where anybody that was protesting hit anybody.
To roast some marshmallows and make some s'mores like good Americans.
No
Exactly.
violence where anybody that was protesting hit anybody.
Because nobody is out there smashing the windshields of squad cars, bashing out the back windows of their undercover SUVs,
Not at all.
threatening to tamper with their food.
You gonna cover, nigga? I'm fake. I know you do, dog. I'll spit in your plate. I'll put my on your plate. Your family, your kids. That's how it is. I can't sleep comfortably because of you.
And that restaurant Cava is screwed, as either they ignore this, making every conservative in America concerned that their restaurant will do disgusting things to their dishes, or they immediately and publicly fire him and everybody else participating in these protests, and then they likely lose the angry mobs on the left. Either way they lose, just because one idiot decided to say he recognized one cop from work, in a speech saying he's so tough, but then also admitting he can't sleep at night because he's scared. As the mobs try to use
I can't sleep at night because I'm too scared of being deported for breaking the law.
identifying them as a threat.
Y'all better watch your families too. Traitor! Y'all ain't safe at all.
We're gonna dox you! We're gonna dox you!
And these aren't
That should be a crime. I just checked the front page of CNN and it's gross.
idle threats, as that scanner account originally dropped addresses of federal buildings, but then released hotel information on where ICE agents were allegedly staying. Until somebody turned around and shared his address where he thought that was unacceptable. And then Insider Wire found his real name, showing paperwork that suggests he's had a felony stalking conviction. That he apparently wanted that post immediately removed, then posting a formal apology stating he should not have posted those addresses, and if he has broken the law, he'll turn himself in, then completely deleting his account. Now, I don't like the idea of people doxing each other back and forth. It's just sad that he thought he could get away with any of this, when he was openly posting his real name and actually putting federal agents in harm's way, completely oblivious that the feds aren't playing games, as the LAPD is more than over their head. And with the National Guard already supplementing local law enforcement, it's an entirely different story when the 700 US Marines are deployed in the streets, where we already see military helicopters patrolling the city. And it's not just the rioters and their supporters, but the director of ICE, Tom Homan, suggests he may go after Mayor Bass.
Oh shit. I missed that.
You cross that line. It's a felony to knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien. It's a felony to impede law enforcement from doing their job.
Do you think that the mayor of LA is doing that?
If she crossed that line, we'll ask the DOJ to prosecute. Do I think she's crossed the line? I don't think she's crossed the line yet.
With Trump stating he should go after Gavin Newsom.
What crime has Governor Newsom committed?
A crime has he committed? I think his primary crime is running for governor because he's done such a bad job.
To which Newsom pretends he isn't scared.
Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy.
But is clearly very scared.
Can I just add?
Make my day.
And this is why I told the president, just get it over with. Arrest me. Move on.
Now I know Newsom thinks he's running for president, so he wants to pull a Trump and get arrested defending some liberal talking point. But that only works if the arrest is unjust, not over crimes we clearly see with our own eyes.
Exactly. Like, you can't just be a blatant criminal, allow blatant crime to happen, and then call to be arrested, and then go, look, I was arrested. Feel sorry for me.
As I think Trump should straight send Gavin to Guantanamo.
Yep.
Because either way, they're gonna call Trump a dictator, so might as well earn that title. And as all these people are desperate to not suffer Gavin's same fate, being detained and shipped far away, they should just become American citizens the right way and just go on 90 Day Fiancé.
Imagine.
And again, as I record this
Imagine the actual audacity.
video, the feds have taken the gloves off and dished out some heavy-handed justice, so make sure you're subscribed as tomorrow's spice is only getting better. Don't doom scroll on social media all day when you have my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality.
One of those videos was AI. One of those Trump videos was AI, by the way. Oh. Oh my goodness. All right. None of these rioters has ever built a damn thing in their life. It's true. It's very true. There is no there's no ability or capability with these people. All right. I haven't eaten since fucking 4:30. So I need to end the stream and go eat and then go wake up my husband and then go pass out because I'm exhausted. But thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully not so very late because I don't want to stay up this late. And we will be doing the whole multi-stream thing all over again. And we'll probably finish what I had pulled up for tonight's stream and add some more to the pile as well. So I thank you all very much for hanging out with me on this multi-stream adventure. Consider going to kick.com/blindpress and giving that a follow. I will see you guys tomorrow on live stream, and I will also be recording some more YouTube videos tomorrow, so catch that. But I need to go give my voice a rest because it is very sore. And I thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all later on. Thank you very much. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night.